We good?
When he said blessed, do you mean that the mics are on? Them one's there.
Jeez. We live, yeah?
Why are we moving?
I think it's definitely frozen.
Is it frozen? Can you see it there on the thing?
Fam, you're looking at it. That's it.
Yeah.
Listen, it just wouldn't be a Cyber Nerd show. It wouldn't be a show without la issues. To be honest, I actually just feel like Raven has sabotaged the whole thing on purpose this week.
I'm not involved.
Yeah, there we go.
Got the transition to another screen.
Get me? It's all mad right now.
This undo the camera, deactivate it, activate it again.
Is it mad lagging?
Yeah. There you go. It's fixed. The mic's back on. Wait, what's going on? Oh, we're live now. Are we live now?
You're live right now. Someone needs to give us.
Alright, listen. Alright, cool. So, in the words of Joe One Further Side... Can I say that? In the words of Joe One Further the Cybernerds, being Joe One Further the Cybernerds. Is that weird?
No. Well, yes.
What part? You can't say no then, yeah. What part of it's weird?
Because you're talking in third person, being yourself. That's weird.
That sounds on brand for me.
Okay, cool. That's all right then.
So, boom!
But yeah.
In the words of Joe, 1/3 of the Cybernerds, run that thing back. Then this is where Raven, this is where you press the intro again. Run that thing back. We are live, guys. I'm Joe, 1/3 of the Cybernerds.
I'm Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech. We're finally here. Free DLC, our PlayStation podcast. Shout out to everybody in the chat right about now. Hope everyone's doing good. Shout out to Joe, Raven.
Listen,
doing the thing. Oh my
I'm
God.
gassed. Listen,
Whoa.
now I've got to address this right now. CJ Bailey!
Bro,
Hey, fam, you're a gangster for that. You're a gangster. You know what I'm talking about. I see you. That's it. Sorry, Sam.
okay. Joe sees you. He sees all anyway, so I won't be surprised. Well, we've got a podcast ready for you today. It's going to be a mad one still. But before we get into all the topics about Twitch, trophy hunting, The Last of Us, Avengers, Cyberpunk 2020. Joe, how you doing?
I was like, Sam's about to make some sort of announcement, bruv. Yeah, I'm good, fam. I'm good. Bruv, I'm good. I'm out here. I don't know, yeah. I'm out here.
Out here, yeah?
I'm good, man. I'm good. And now, as we do every show, I'm not going to ask Sam how he is.
I'm glad that you asked how I am doing.
No, I didn't.
Because, like, after completing The Last of Us, which we're going to get to anyway, like, the world, I just feel like it's really mad, you know? The world's really mad. There's conversations about people who have feelings about killing dogs, but don't mind killing human beings.
Don't start to... Wait, how deep are you going to go right now? Pause. Go on.
And then I was going to say, there are people who can't enjoy it in refreshment unless it's at a pub. You know, like even me coming out, like I like my free Wi-Fi, you know. I like to go down to the pub, get some free Wi-Fi. But even I can, like, go away from the temptations of such things. I'm just worried about humanity, you know.
Bro.
I worry about it.
Fam, who wants free Wi-Fi? Do you know what, yeah? I don't want free Wi-Fi. Do you know what I like? My fiber, broadband, high-speed internet at yard, bruv. Get me talk about free Wi-Fi and the 99p Carlsberg. You're mad, bro. Get out of it. Get out of it. I'm good.
That's what I mean, because obviously, yeah, internet's become a human necessity. But I'm like, to what degree do we have to come to this feeling of going outside? And isn't the parks enough?
What are you what are you talking to me about? I came here to talk about games.
Yes.
You're talking to me about the pub.
I'm talking to you about humanity and people, which you're gonna get to. It's mad, you know?
Bruv, I'm about to spice up so many people today. It is mad. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, yeah, I'm gonna guarantee this is probably gonna be the best episode of Free DLC yet. I can feel that history-making energy here, fam. I can feel it. I can feel it.
And guys, if you don't know already, if you still want to make history with the Cyber Nerds, go to patreon.com/the Cyber Nerds. We've still got a challenge on for you guys. 333 Patreons before the end of July.
It's mad, yeah? Shout out to all of our current Patreons, yeah? You guys bang, and we need more of you. You get me? We're on the way. We passed the last month's goal. We hit 200 Patreons. Boom. And we're going we've gone past 200 Patreons. We need more. If you guys enjoy Cyber Nerds content, free DLC, Sith Temple, reactions, reviews, live streams, all of the things we do, Patreon only videos, Patreon requested videos, go over to patreon.com/the-cybernerds and support the fam. We've got the best community. In the ends, they're in the chat. Talk to them. Let them explain to you why you need to be part of the thing. It's mad. All right, cool. Look. I'm calm.
You sure?
I'm calm. No, I'm not.
Because you can't shake that off.
I'm actually out of control.
Sure, you can shake it off what's going to happen in today's episode. All right, cool. So without further ado, I guess we're just going to go into our first section of our podcast. What are you talking?
Dude, listen. Obviously, we've got to talk about this very lightly. But for the last 2 weeks, I've been playing The Last of Us 2. In these 2 weeks, I've completed one playthrough of The Last of Us 2 on hard, and I'm halfway through my second playthrough on custom difficulty, which is very easy. That I've set to be very easy.
Everything.
Everything's...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, there's a couple things that are up, but
Yeah.
most of it's very easy. But besides The Last of Us, I've been playing Call of Duty Warzone, which has been a madness. I feel like that's it. Basically, I've been splitting time between those two games. I played a little bit of Red Dead Redemption since the last time we spoke. The last time we spoke, I had been playing The Order.
Yes.
Boom. Completed that, platinum that, moved on from that. So now I'm still playing a little bit of Warzone. Haven't been playing much Red Dead lately, but get me. I feel like Rockstar are like trying to bury Red Dead right now. You get me? So it's all a bit mad. Like no update. Then they announced that Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be on 3 generations of consoles. What is just unheard of. One game being on 3 generations of consoles is unheard of. Like consecutively, not like it's gone away. Oh, we're remastering it for PS5. No. Day one, and it's free for everyone. Yeah, bruv. Like so, Red Dead's just in a mad place right now. But yeah, fam.
I don't know, that's just kind of mad because obviously, I guess they would have known it never would have hit the heights of GTA. Like GTA from history, you just even like 12-year-olds have been playing that game from the PS1 days. So I'm not saying no, they shouldn't put them out at the same time because they always have. They put out number 4, then they put out Red Dead Redemption at the same time. But it seems like the plans are always there for them to just be like shoved underneath the bus.
I don't.
Even with Max Payne as well, I'm like, why didn't they do this to their games? Max Payne was a legit game too, and they just went like.
The thing is, it's just you're starting to just be like, maybe they're just money hungry, fam. Because it's like, oh, Grand Theft Auto makes the most money. We'll just keep going, bro. I thought that they had an understanding. Like, listen, we're gonna do the Grand Theft Auto Red Dead thing.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Because then you get like these lots of people who play Red Dead play Grand Theft Auto. But I'm gonna guess there's a whole bunch of people who play Grand Theft Auto that don't play Red Dead and Red Dead that don't play Grand Theft Auto.
There you go.
Me, Red Dead. You get me? I play Grand Theft Auto Story, but I'm not really there for the online. I don't really feel it. I like the cowboys and the Djangoing and the boomsticking. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's that. So I just thought that they was gonna build this big synergy like the same ecosystem in both games. But it's just like, nah, the ecosystem in Grand Theft Auto is so big, like, forget Red Dead. And I might be wrong, guys. Might be wrong. Don't have insider information. But as a consumer, this is what it looks like. And I don't understand it. And I forgot that they made Max Payne.
Yeah,
why would they finish off Max Payne like that, bruv?
I don't know.
Go on, sorry.
Yeah, Max Payne 3 for me, like one of the legitest single player stories I played on PS3. No remaster, which I thought would be legit for a PS4, even for PS5. You just hear nothing of it, and then I heard this, like, the story's done. I'm like, alright, cool, the story's done, but the mechanics ain't.
See, that's what right, I was gonna say it before. That's when I was trying to interrupt you. But if they could bring Max Payne back as John Wick, it's game over. Like, that's the John Wick game. It's like 2020 Max Payne is John Wick.
That'd be mad.
Like, you just do that. Like, listen, hey, look, side man, I can do this all day, you know. If you watch the show, you know. Get me.
John Wick the game would be Max Payne. Or Max Payne and John Wick.
See, now you're taking it too deep.
Can you imagine that?
You're taking it too deep. You went too far. Bruv, that's got to be the third game. The first game is Max Payne's back. Then it's Johnny Wick, or we call it Baba Yaga. So we can do it illegally. We just take his whole thing, call it Baba Yaga. And then in the third game, boom, they meet. Like, the end of both games is them walking into a room and they're on the opposite sides of the room. It's mad, and then we go from there. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it's mad. How did we even get there? Oh, Red Dead. Yeah. R.I.P. Red Dead.
Not doing enough, man. Guess whatever makes the money nowadays. But yeah, they did it. I've heard it done a lot of madness with their CEO, him leaving because he wrote most of the stories and all that kind of madness.
Bro, there's other people who can write stories. We are live, by the way. We're live. Do you get me? So yeah. It's mad. Cool. Listen, I forgot to say, look, ladies and gentlemen, while you're viewing, if you want to get involved in a conversation, we're taking super chats and donations. So any super chat, any donation, we will answer those questions, comments, and queries. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I say, oh, yo, they can make a Red Dead game, or they can do this, or they can do that, and you're like, no, Joe, that's wrong. We should do this. Or, Joe, actually, that fact is incorrect. Super chat the thing in it, and you can be part of the conversation. Shout out to all the YouTube members.
Jeez. There you go. And yeah, I'll be reading them out, man. So as soon as you drop them things, just here and there, we'll be seeing what you guys got to say. So, twitching. Again, Last of Us as well. That took, almost like 1 or 2 weeks?
Nah, it took you 2 weeks, bro.
2 weeks,
Took you 2 weeks.
Yeah, the game was long. I played it on Survivor, no hero mode. And to some degree, I feel like, probably because of the Survivor difficulty, I didn't play with no hard. But I feel like that game with no hard would have been...
I don't want to talk about Last of Us yet.
An utter madness. I'm just saying, like...
I know.
Playing-wise. Yeah, playing-wise. I'm just saying, without no hard, would have been madness. But no, literally 2 weeks. Good amount of playtime, but I'm not going to touch on that too much.
What was you playing before The Last of Us, fam?
What was I playing before The Last of Us? Still playing some Mortal Kombat. I'm going to jump in on that again as well.
Is it all the DLC done now? Is it all of it?
Yeah. Yeah, they dropped it in just one pack.
Oh, alright,
yeah,
cool.
Call of Duty, yeah, there's not much Twitch at the moment. That's what I'm like. So yeah, so after The Last of Us now, I'm like, I don't know what else to play because Ghost of Tsushima's coming out in 2 weeks. I don't feel like starting a new game.
Just platinum The Last of Us.
What? Oh, yeah, see?
What?
I don't know. I'll explain in Trophy Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Because yeah, in 2 weeks, I'm like, I might just have a community 2 weeks fun day. I think just play with them, man.
I mean, do that
because
do that. To be honest, yeah. I guess the Trophy Hunter is probably the best. Is that the next section?
That is indeed the next section.
But it's transition then, isn't it?
No, there you go.
We're there. Alright, go on. So then tell me the thing. Why do you not just want to play? Oh, I know. I was watching your stream.
Go ahead.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot as well. Listen, look, guys. If you've got Twitch, yeah, if you have a Twitch account, go and follow all three of the Cyber Nerds. Get me? Our Twitch thing is down there. Is it? Wait, let me do this properly. Is it there? It's there. The Twitch thing's there, innit? For all three of them and them. So yeah, go follow us. We got streams every day, all week. Blah blah blah. You'll love it. But yeah, so basic. Yeah. I don't want to tell your story for you. Oh, no. Do you want to tell them?
No, yeah, I'll tell them, but there you go. Yeah, I'm going. So what happened to you, Trophy Hunter?
With my Trophy Hunter? Alright, so basically, Platinum The Order, Platinum The Last of Us. Wait, no, I haven't Platinum The Last of Us. I want to get the Platinum for The Last of Us, and I'm working on that. I've actually got a contract out right now against Patreon member and YouTube member, man like Black Bono. He put a community contract out on me saying that I wouldn't platinum it by the end of my stream on Tuesday. I've got 61% of the trophies. I need 6 trophies left.
Right.
But it's looking dicey for me. It's looking dicey just because of the time. Like, I don't know if I've got legitly enough time. Like, I've got 2 streams between then. Sunday's a write-off because we're doing this live now.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to go sleep. I'm going to wake up. And then tomorrow, Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Exactly. And for anyone who doesn't know what means, tomorrow, on... Make sure you follow the Cyber Nerds on everything.
Yeah.
Because special things are happening soon. Like tomorrow when I'm... Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? So my morning tomorrow is a write-off. So I just don't know if I've got enough time. Don't know if I've got enough time. And I don't want to take this L. I really don't.
Well, yeah, that's kind of mad still. That's kind of mad. And you said you platinumed the order as well.
Yeah, platinum the order. I can't remember how many platinums I'm on right now, but what? I've got to get to 80. Was it 80 or 70? I've got to get to 70.
What are you now?
62. I've got to get to 70. Yeah, bruv, I'm not even feeling pressure on this or on this thing yet. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna play after The Last of Us either, because I've got a little issue with Ghost of Tsushima. I got an issue.
What's this? Yeah, go on. Tell us about this whole 2-week. I don't know what to play. I'm not gonna play Ghost of Tsushima then. Like, what's going on?
Don't think bruv. I was saying this the other day, yeah, before we did the last Ghost of Tsushima footage, that I'm not sure if I'm gonna day one Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
Now, I want everyone to understand, yeah, I love Sucker Punch, and I really want to get this game. But I just don't know if I can just go straight back to back from The Last of Us into another brand new game story instantly, fam. Like, I feel like I need a couple, like, obviously there is a couple weeks between now and then, and the day before, it's much like The Last of Us. The whole time I was like, bruv, I can wait, I'm good. And then day before came and I was like a little crackhead, bruv. I was like, oh, where's the game? Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So maybe that will happen to me again. But right now, I feel like I'm so exhausted from The Last of Us on a mental level that I just don't know if I can dive straight into another game that I know is going to be like, boom, like a ting. And that's going to be a ting, bruv.
Yeah,
Ghost of Tsushima is going to be a ting for sure. So I don't know.
I hear you.
Yeah, you tell me about your trophy hunter thing.
So yeah, so like you're saying, right at the back of what you're saying about the whole mental thing of The Last of Us Part 2, that's why I can't platinum that game as soon as I just beat it, fam, because it's a whole ordeal.
Now let me tell you about this. My second playthrough of The Last of Us, I have skipped every cinematic because of that. Everyone, I'm like, nope, boom, nope, boom, fam. But I'm going for it.
But then there are encounters in the game I don't want to do.
Yeah, but you ain't got to do it on Survivor Plus.
I know, but it's just the encounters themselves.
Yeah. No. The game's mad. In fact, you know what? Yeah,
that's what I mean. So
right,
I would leave it there.
Yeah, I feel you.
I would leave it there. And even then, so I'm on 48 platinums at the moment. Still haven't platinumed Last of Us Part 1 because of a madness I had to do last month. So that isn't done, but I think 49 and 50 will be The Last of Us, The Last of Us Part 2, and then I don't know what's going to be my other platinum.
Oh, is that how you're gonna do The Last of Us first?
Yeah.
And then so you got the part.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I've got this whole thing. I don't know what I'm gonna play in between. I did hook up my PS3 and start to play Uncharted. Play that again. I was like,
how does it feel?
It feels, I don't know, on number 3, yeah. I don't know if they went over the top with wall physics or something. When Drake's so close to the wall, he just feels like he has to touch them. It's the weirdest thing I've seen. I'm like, the game is still solid. Like, it's still a really good game. But then I'm playing through it. I'm like, I still kind of realize why for me it's so unforgettable. Like, there's still parts in the game where I played it and I was like, I forgot how cinematic Naughty Dog makes their games. Like, I think that's in that game when they first started. It might be number 2 or 3 when they first started the whole fire thing that they kind of like accomplished. You go through this whole house, it's all fire. You're with Sully, you're jumping here, it breaks off. I'm like, yeah, these guys just know how to just do one, great storytelling, and 2, just very sick set pieces. And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't play that first while playing The Last of Us and then Part 2 as well. So I might give that a break. I might go to Prototype Part 2. That's like an Activision game where you're like, oh, what's...
Bruv, you're like Venom, bro.
That's the one, yeah. Sick game. So I thought I'll just do like an action game.
I don't know how you can go back to these PS3 games, fam. Bruv, I see PS3 graphics and my eyes start hurting, bruv.
Bro,
I'm like,
it's not that bad.
bruv, it is. Bruv, it just played The Order. Just played The Last of Us 2, bruv. We're dead, bruv. These graphics are out here, bruv. Man's looking at gameplay of Ghost of Tsushima, bruv. Want to go back to 16-bit. No way. I will not be held back. No, I'm not going back.
Like for me, like I think as long as the gameplay and the graphics kind of
no one plays games for gameplay.
Intertwined.
Graphics. No, I'm playing.
Intertwined. I'm like, alright, cool. As long as I'm enjoying myself, because like, yeah, obviously you want the triple. I'm gonna say triple A when you're story, graphics, and gameplay. But it's like something like Prototype, fam. You go around just murdering people with shanks and guns and stuff. Like I don't care about how this thing looks.
I'm not feeling it.
And if it was way too graphic, I probably won't play it.
That's
why I'm taking a rest from Part 2 still.
I'm not feeling it. Look, I did a timeout right now. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you're plugged into the show, yeah, I need you to do one thing. Listen, just smash the like button, bang, one time, please. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Also, if you've got questions and queries, you know, super chat the thing, innit? Get me. But yeah, fam, alright. Trophy hunting. So I've got planned out, I think I've got planned out some of the games that I'm going to platinum on my way to 70 platinums. Yeah? Obviously, Last of Us 2, what's happening?
I got my list as well.
Oh, have you? I ain't got my proper list with me. Get me. But Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, somehow if the Avengers game, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that trophy list is going to look like, but yeah, the Avengers game, I don't know. There's some games that we don't know. There's some games that might be coming out that we might get. Just don't worry. Just forget. I don't know. I can't even. But what's wrong with me, right? I need some water, bro. I'm all over the place.
Alright, cool. So yeah, I got my list. So I got Last of Us Remastered, Part 2. I got a Greek game called Epiphon. That came out in 2015. I was playing it before. I was like, why did I stop this game? Looked at the platinum. I was like, I enjoyed the game. The platinum's quite doable as well. And I played it, and I was like, now I know why I wasn't playing the game, because it's like an indie game. And it's still very buggy. Crashes randomly, and enemies throw you through walls that you can't come back from. So I was like, this is why I stopped it. But I think I'll, try and go through it anyway. Prototype 2, God of War Ascension on PS3.
Okay.
The only God of War game I have not played. And I don't know why. And it came on PlayStation Plus. I told you the dilemma,
I've got
right?
it.
Have you know the dilemma?
What?
The game is so huge, if you got an 80 gig console, you can't download it. Because it's 35 gig. But the PS3 needs to unpack it so it doubles the install size and then squashes it down again. So if you got a 120 gig console, you're good.
So how'd you do it? Onto a hard drive?
Yeah. That is madness.
You've got a hard drive.
I know,
though.
but bruv, it's like...
You just made that some big circus like you could do it, bro, when you can.
Because I had to find out I had the hard drive. Before I was like, I'm downloading things, I was like, you ain't got no space. Deleted almost everything from my PS3. No space. Looked online. You got 8 gig hard drive, you're done. Sony, don't know what happened for y'all. So they're like, alright, cool. So yes, that game, the only game I haven't played, I'm gonna platinum that. Uncharted 3. What else? Batman Telltale. I didn't play that. That's mad still.
Which one? Both of them?
Yeah.
That's 2 easy platinums right there.
Yeah, so that's probably towards the end of the year. Where
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? Just take a break. What else is there? Those are the ones that are...
Oh, that's it. I forgot. Speaking of Telltale's games, one of the games I want to throw onto my list is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is that got platinum?
No. Has it not?
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it has.
Bruv, why are you scaring me? I think it does.
I'm pretty sure it does.
I think it does. Listen, shout out to Noob, who says, slaps up a super chat. Shout out to you, Noob. Appreciate you. He says, I've got no questions yet. Listen, I want to thank you for letting us know you've got no questions yet.
Guardians.
While you're fact checking this, I'm going to take another super chat.
Woo.
All right, another super chat comes from Hashim.
Hey.
Hashim, what's good? Appreciate you. Hashim says, which PS4 game had the best gameplay for you? That's a mad question to ask just off top. That's a mad question. Best gameplay.
Bruv, there's so many.
No. Come on. We can do this. Just, all right, if you ain't got one, Give up like 3.
I was gonna say top 5 or something. Let me go
Alright.
to my list. Easily, Devil May Cry 5, Fluid, Hack and Slash combo, God of War as well,
Oh, okay.
Over the Shoulder,
Okay, so I'm
combat
cheating
as
now.
well.
I'm cheating now.
You got
I'm cheating. Go on.
what do you call it? What was the other 3? What was the? Let me go through my list.
Okay, look, boom. God of War,
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Gameplay wise, when you play as Kratos, you feel like Kratos.
There you go. Yes.
That to there is the epitome of good gameplay. So with that, I'm throwing in Arkham Knight.
Oh, okay. That goes with Spider-Man as well then.
Boom!
Because you feel like them, man.
boom! Arkham Knight gameplay. The reason, you know what? Yeah, I was gonna not take Spider-Man because it feels so much like Arkham Knight, but at the same time, by default, you're right. When you play Spider-Man, you 100% feel like Spider-Man, bruv. So yeah,
Web slinging, fighting, everything.
On all fronts, bruv. So yeah, Spider-Man PS4. I will go Arkham Knight as well because, bruv, they marketed that as be the Batman, and bro, you are the Batman. You feel like the Batman. All the stuff you're doing, innit? And we're not talking about the game as a whole. We're talking about gameplay just alone. Do you know what I'm saying? Those are good, man. What else? I'm trying to go through something. I'm looking at my list as well. Gameplay on PS4, Uncharted 4.
For gun, yeah.
I'm talking about action adventure, like action
everything.
adventure, jumping up and like they mastered that Nathan Drake thing so well.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I've only played Uncharted 4, but I know like, right, this is how it's supposed to be. Do you get what I'm saying? If any game came after it and was like that, I'd be like, yeah, this is good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's the base, and I feel like for anyone who's like, nah, Uncharted 4, I would say Tomb Raider. You see how Tomb Raider is not up there? Because Tomb Raider is like, it doesn't translate as well as Naughty Dog gets it to translate with Nathan Drake. Do you get what I'm saying? So I would say that. Gameplay as well, I'm going to go for a story-driven game. Detroit.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that.
Detroit was free on PlayStation Plus. If you have not got this game, when it goes on sale on PlayStation Plus, I mean on the PlayStation Store, pick it up. Must play. It's a must play. I'm telling you. All right, listen. I feel like I just did 5.
Yeah.
Boom. Or are we done? That was a combined list. Or have you got more?
Oh yeah, nah, we're good.
Are
That's
you sure?
I'm gonna throw in a fighter and say Mortal Kombat as well. Mortal Kombat is just a fun game to play as well. For a fighter, that's sick. Super sick game.
Man will take that. And do you know what? For a first-person shooter, Call of Duty. Boom.
True. There you go.
Call of Duty. This Call of Duty that we've got right now is the best Call of Duty ever made.
Yep.
Easy, hands down.
I agree.
There's no contest, no competition. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mad.
Jeez, love that.
It's mad. Yeah, no, hey, Hashim, that question was very spicy. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. All right. What was you looking up? I was trying to buy you time.
There you go. So yeah, I looked up the it's got a platinum Guardians.
Yeah, boom. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna jump on that.
Cool. So have you played almost every single
Telltale's game,
Yeah.
except for the Back to the Future one, because that was click and
okay.
or
So
point
it's
and
not
click.
there.
Do you get me?
Okay, cool. Traditional thing.
Yeah, shout out to man like CJ Bailey, who responds to me seeing him and saying, "What's going on, Cyberfam? I see you, Joe,
Jeez.
with the pepper. I see you, bro. Appreciate you.
Love
Get
it.
me.
Love it. All right, cool. So, Trophy Hunters, we done?
Right before we just come off Trophy Hunters, let me just address my boy Blue, my boy B.
Hey,
Bahador, tier 3B. What's good, B?
man in the chat, yeah.
Hey, he jumps in the chat with a super chat. He says, "What's good, guys? Joe, I know I asked this before, but when are we streaming Final Fantasy VII?" Now,
Woo! That's a very good question.
Listen. I can't give you a definitive answer for this, but I do think that right now is a great time to play it. Now, everyone's going to be like, "What are you talking about, Joe? Ghost of Tsushima's coming out." I feel like because I know the story of Final Fantasy, it might be a good thing to do after the emotional roller coaster that was The Last of Us 2.
So you want to go into another one?
It is, but bruv, I've been through this roller coaster before.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I will handle it better.
But this is the graphics that you do want now. This is the
Nice
gameplay that you do want.
Nice killing me.
So before where it was all blocky and 16-bit, you're like, I can't feel these, man.
Oh, so you're
Too
saying,
much.
bruv, have you played it?
What, the new one?
Yeah.
Now I've just seen bits of it. No spoilers. Like, I've seen battles. I'm like, alright, cool. But now that you can see the facial animations, these guys look like you can touch them, fam. It's gonna be another emotional roller coaster, isn't it?
I'm not saying it's not gonna be, but I'm just saying I feel like I'm more suited for something I've done before. Even though it's long gone, I don't even really remember the story too tough. I don't know. B's backing me into a corner, bro.
Yeah, because when the game came out, I went, alright, since I ain't getting the game day one, let me go watch Advent Children. And that movie still gets me.
No, the game, the new remake of Final Fantasy VII looks like Advent Children.
There you go. So
Yeah, it's mad.
if the movie's gonna get me, the game, if it has any those kind of parts, it's definitely gonna get me as well.
Alright, so when would you say that I should do it? And what do you think? In fact, advice time, bro. What should I stream next? Full game.
Full game. What's in your list? What's
Bruv, I've got my list is kind of clear, bruv.
rotted?
For me, it's like the backlog we've got right now is games I want to platinum, which I'm not really fussed about.
Oh, I was gonna say Uncharted.
Lost Legacy, and this is the issue. The last time I did that, I went from Uncharted 4 to Lost Legacy, and I feel like that's why I never complete Lost Legacy because I just went Naughty Dog, boom, boom.
Okay, yeah,
and I kind of got burnt out, and I don't want to go Last of Us into that as well. So
Totally agree.
I definitely feel like I should play something else. Do you get what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. When I remember playing Final Fantasy, when I did like the first playthrough that's up on my YouTube channel, like I did an hour and a half playthrough of it, and bro, it feels so good, fam. But then as soon as I stopped playing, I feel like I just lost the hype for it as soon as I jumped off of it. Do you know what I'm saying? But I definitely do need to jump in. I'm gonna work something out, man. But at some point, we're gonna play the game. At some point, I don't know when it is, but at some point, I appreciate the question, bro. Shout out to man like Tier 3B.
All right, cool. So yeah, we good?
Yeah, we're good, man. Let's go. Let's get this thing rolling.
All right, cool. So we're gonna jump into PlayStation Plus for the month of July 2020.
PlayStation Plus. I forgot about this section.
Oh my god. I don't blame you because last month was a bit mad still.
What was it last month?
Call of Duty and Battlefront 2.
That was alright. What was wrong with that?
I said it, 2 first-person shooters. Can we get some bit of variety?
Well, you got variety this month, didn't you?
They did the same the previous month, actually. The previous month they were that two sims.
simulators.
Yeah, I was like, what's wrong with these people?
Wow, it's alright, man.
What's wrong with these people? Yes. Alright, so PlayStation Plus for July 2020. Actually celebrating its 10 years for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, it's a bad celebration then.
It really is a bad celebration.
It's a bad celebration.
Because they give you 3 games. I was like, why not just give us the 4? It's PlayStation 4. The 4's right there. We used to get 4 games. 6 actually. We used to get 6 games. What happened there? Why the 3? But they gave us 3 games. Those 3 games are Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Celebration edition.
What's the Celebration Edition?
Yeah, it's the full celebration edition, including all DLC and everything. Which I think is a great game for them to give away on PlayStation Plus. I'm upset because I paid for that game. But yeah, I'm not upset because the game's not worth it. The game is worth it. But it's a great game to get on PlayStation Plus. And if you haven't jumped into the Tomb Raider franchise, it's a great game to play. If you like Uncharted, if you like Tomb Raider, like it's a good game to play.
There you go. We also got NBA 2K20.
This is terrible. The reason this is terrible is because a month ago or 3 weeks ago they announced 2K21 and they showed gameplay or whatever. Some little sweaty man, do you know what I'm saying? Was Zion. I'm being mad disrespectful now. They showed Zion sweating in it. But bro, this is what they all do in every 2K commercial. Every 2K commercial is just see how much better the sweat is on this game. And I don't get it, bro. Can you just show the basketball? Do you know what I'm saying? Like just showing brothers sweating, bro. It's mad. Anyway, they just showed that. And there's now, you're giving us on PlayStation Plus 2K20 that you're going to get a month and a half out of before 21 drops, bro. And it's like...
Yeah, I didn't really get that either.
Why?
I didn't, I was like, sports game. I've never really seen FIFA. I think we might have seen a 2K game before. I've never seen a FIFA game on this. I'm like...
No, 2K's been in there before,
exactly.
But when you're doing these 2K drops, they've got to do these 2K drops almost 6 months after the game.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing it 9 months after, the new game is round the corner. Like, it's not like a Tomb Raider game where you can drop that a month before the new game comes out because you can complete that and move on. You want me to now invest in a My Player 100 hours in between now and 2 months when the new game comes out and I have to start again from scratch? That's a madness, bruv.
Well, don't be that guy, I guess. Don't be that guy. Just play 2K20 until 2K30, innit? If you get in this game. And then you got a game called Erica.
I don't know. You're gonna have to talk to me about this game.
Erica, if you haven't already, make sure you go to patreon.com/cybernerds. If this ain't new, I don't know what's going on. So Erica, I don't know about this game. Supposedly it's exclusive to PS4, an adventure game, and it's just got alright ratings. It came out last year, August. Adventure. I don't do adventure games, so this is gone definitely into my radar. But out of the 3 games, no. Adventure, one thing I do like about this month is that it has got variety. It's got someone who likes sports games, someone who may like adventure games, adventure and action games, or just action games, and someone who likes adventure.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah? You know when you say someone who likes sports games, do you think there's people out there who I only buy sports games, or do you think there are people like I only buy FIFA? So like, let's say I'm Joe, yeah. I like NBA 2K. I just buy 2K every year. Boom, 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 boom. And then there's Sam. Sam only buys FIFA every year. Boom, boom, boom. Do you think there is a person that's like, listen, I just play sports games. I'm buying FIFA, Madden, NBA 2K, UFC, rugby. Do you know what I'm saying? And golf simulator. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
that would be a very small population of the
people.
World. Yeah.
So this is bad. That's the only point I was trying to make.
Okay,
this 2K game. This 2K game. Only people who care about the NBA get this game.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
When you think about it, they probably already got it.
That's what's so weird as well. It's like you're saying, like this is dropped way a bit too late into the calendar to be like, I'm getting this game now. But I could actually believe there are people who don't buy the latest iteration of the game, wait till the last year's gone to like £10 or even £5 and then buy that. And then they do that as their thing.
See, I hear that. And those people, I'm going to say stop doing that. What you should do is just save up, invest in the game day one, get your money's worth throughout the year. Because you can. You can get your money's worth out of these games. 2K games, FIFA games, you can get your money's worth out of them. And then just get the next iteration and stay up to task, bruv. And then enter one of those weird competitions where they play each other for like 50 bags. Do you know what I'm saying? Do that.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just kids, innit? Where they ask their mum, "Oh yeah, FIFA 21's coming out." She's like, "No, I bought you FIFA 20. Ain't gonna happen." So
we're getting the eyes from the production team.
No, I'm just saying NBA's back, innit?
No, I hear that. I hear that. But that, bruv, the NBA's back. But those fans already bought 2K. And they definitely bought 2K when there was lockdown because it's like, LeBron ain't playing, so I'm gonna be LeBron. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hear you, but bro, it's like, I hear the PlayStation side of logic there, but it don't work, bro. It just does not work. Shout out to CJ Bailey's got a comment about Tomb Raider, and he says, "Look, let me get this off now. And there's spiders in the Rise of Tomb Raider, laughing my ass off. Who's got a fear of spiders?
I have, but even in video games, as long as I've got a gun and a freaking torch, I'm good.
Bro, to my knowledge, from when I played it, there's no large spiders in it. Definitely not. Oi, it's mad. But yeah, man, PlayStation Plus. Listen, I think this month's alright.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like Tomb Raider is enough to carry it on its own.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? If you haven't played Tomb Raider, download it, give it a go. It's worth it.
That's what I think where most of the budget went.
To Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Instead of it being 4 games, it's like, hey, if we give them the game and the DLC, that's...
No, listen, you are getting a lot of bang for your buck with that Tomb Raider, bruv. Because there's like 150 trophies altogether. Like, it's
what?
Bruv, the DLC is lengthy. It's a big, nice DLC, bruv.
Oh my god.
Nice DLC. And the game's good. You got to take out the speedrun trophies, though. That's terrible.
It has speedrun trophies.
Yeah, man. That's why I ain't platinumed it. That's why I haven't even attempted to try and platinum it.
Oh my god.
As soon as I see a speed run, I'm done. I'm over. I'm finished. No.
That's become one of my banes of trophies now.
Like, I just don't even get it. Like, bruv. Like, no. Just...
Like, you want to enjoy your game and not see the game at all. Like,
man's not playing Crash Bandicoot, bruv. Like, what's this? I'm not Sonic, bruv.
I was about to say, if I wanted time trials, I'd go play racing. Like,
Thank you.
Mad. I ain't living Christie out here. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's mad.
Alright, cool. So yeah, PlayStation Plus for the month. Guys, what do you think about it? Let us know in the super chats. You just gonna go to Tomb Raider? Are you one of those guys who just play all the sports games? Or are you an NBA fan? Haven't picked up 2020 yet? Or Erica? that's your name, or that's your girl's name, or you know someone called Erica, do you know about the game? Let us know. I don't know. It's a mad game.
Rotted.
And that leads on to deal or no deal.
Is that what's called?
Yeah.
I love this part of the show, fam. It's the best part of the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's not, but it is. But it's not. I don't know. I feel like the show just bangs.
It's a lot, actually. It's actually a lot. I actually missed, but shout out to the man that helped me out, Joe Raven, my blind eye. I don't know why I even wear glasses. But there are, how many deals in the store? There's mid-year deals, deal of the week, games under 16, but don't worry about multiplayer days. That's a bit there. Look through there as well. Nothing to see there. But guys, if you find out any deals, super chat them things there and we'll discuss it too. All right, cool. So we're going to go to deal of the week.
Go on. I just want to say, listen, ladies and gentlemen, this week in the PlayStation Store, it's a madness. If you've got any spare dollars in your wallet, they should be gone by the end of the show, I'm telling you.
Wow.
Unless you've played all these games, like me.
No backlog.
No backlog.
It's crazy. I don't know how you do it.
Bro, I play the games. That's it. I play them.
That makes perfect sense.
I play the games.
Makes perfect sense. All right, so deal of the week today, we have got Middle Earth, Shadow of War. This is going for, in fact, let me say, it's come from £35. It's now dropped 75%. It has gone to £8.74.
So, which one is this?
First one,
Shadow of War. Shadow of War. That's 2.
War. Mordor is the first one, yeah.
Mordor's the first one.
All right.
Yeah. So, Shadow of War, for £8.
Yes.
Buy this shit right now.
Damn.
If you've not played Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor, buy that game. £8 it is too good. It is too good. That game is amazing. I love that game, and I have to give Sam credit. So, when the game came out in 2014, Sam was like, "Hey Joe, this game, Shadow of Mordor, and you need to play it." It's like, yeah, what's it about? It's Lord of the Rings. Nah. I'm like, nah, bruv, nah, man. Bruv, for like 2 years, no cap, bruv, 2 years. Sam's on me. Joe, like, I've still got Shadow of Mordor. You want to play? You keep asking me for games to play. One day, I'm like, let me play this game. Best thing ever. Game is lit, bruv. And then I'm deeper in it now than Sam. Like,
Exactly.
Got the second game, day 1, platinum that thing in like a week. Fam, get this game for £8. It's worth it. It is worth it. I'm telling you.
And this is what's crazy, because obviously you keep telling me something's happened, but you're not going to allude to it. But you think there's going to be some kind of droppage in WB, the fandom thing?
What do you mean?
Because...
Oh, what? The third game?
Yeah.
Bruv, see, this is the thing. Firstly, do you know what, Anyone who I just told to purchase this game, make sure you purchase it before the end of the show, but wait till we get through this section before you purchase the game so you can get more knowledge on the thing. I would like them to drop a third game, and there is possibility to drop the third game, but there mad things happen in game 1 and game 2 that affect what could happen in game 3. But I think, bruv, I would love another game.
But I say, because this dropped 2015, that's like, was it 2 years after the PS4 came out?
PS4 came out 2014.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. See, I was thinking...
See, the reason why I think that this is not going to happen, is going to be Batman related. I think they're going to rip the Nemesis system from Shadow, put it in Batman, and Shadow is no more. Like, that's what I think is going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Because WB just moved so weird, they would just be like, well, if we're putting the Nemesis system here, someone's like, yeah, that's the only good thing about Shadow of Mordor. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? And even like all of the weird stuff that was going off with the PR and them doing the charity thing, bruv. And then I think Shadow of War sales didn't do as good as they thought. You know how WB when it comes to sales, bruv. It might be over for that. It might be. I would love a third game. I think it deserves a third game. It deserves more than a third game, bro. Even with their DLCs in the first game, bro. You get to play as the Lord of Light. There's so much stuff. In the second game, there's more of it, bruv. There's more characters. There's more, bruv. They should do it. And that whole online thing they've got, where you build up castles and you got to defend it with your orcs, bruv. That thing's gangster, bruv. Bruv. You know them mini games. You know, there's always certain mini games that I play, and I'm like, this should be its own game. That should be its own like mobile game, bro. I would play that. You just got your orcs, bro, and you're just having your war chiefs slapping up other war chiefs, bro. That's, bro. Raven, you need to play that. You know, I tell Raven bare games he needs to play, bro. That's the kind of game, bro. You'll just, bro. It'll be going mad, bro.
Oh, the combo in.
No, my war chief went ham, bruv. I had to get a little man to take him out, bruv. Oi! That thing is straight savage, bruv.
Against Mad, you know.
Yeah.
I might jump on that this year still.
Nah, let's see, look, this year, you know.
Yeah, I know it's mad,
bruv,
man.
you can platinum that, bruv. You can add it to the list, fam.
Where's my phone? Let me add it to this right now.
Wait, listen, while he's adding that to the phone, let me jump on his super chat real quick, innit? Shout out to Dominique, who says, shout out to Mr. Blitztech. Are there any new co-op games you guys are looking forward to playing? Co-op games. Do you know what? Yeah, we ain't had a banging co-op game in time.
Yeah, I was about to say they're like a dime a dozen now, to be honest. Like they're really hard to find.
See, I feel like the co-op game is going downhill the more we're having like the rise of multiplayer. Because like even if you look at something like Call of Duty, not a co-op game, but the level of multiplayer, the depths of the multiplayer gives you so many options. You can play 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Do you know? Or 3-on-3, and then you can do 3 against the universe. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that whole co-op thing is gonna keep like not getting smaller, but it's evolving. Yeah, it's evolving and changing, isn't it? But are there any co-op games that you want to play? The only co-op game I can even think of, Raston, that's not out right now is like the Avengers game.
That's what I say.
They keep talking about you can play co-op with 3 other people, blah blah blah. Maybe that will be the saving grace of that game, but we won't talk about that yet.
No, not yet. But yeah, the Division when that comes back around again.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like, this is So I can't think of any that they've announced. The 2020 or 2021. There's no real co-op games apart from Avengers. So until they do announce a real team-oriented game, no, not really. Unfortunately.
All right, cool. Listen, have you got the next game ready?
I have indeed, yes.
All right, cool. What's the next game?
So the next game is bouncing off the first game I just said. Shadow of Mordor, Game of the Year edition. This was £50 in the store. This is a bit mad still. Dropped down 80%. This is now basically £10.
Buy this game, and this is why I was telling you to hold up buying the second one. If you haven't played the first one, get the Game of the Year edition now for £9.50 or however much it is, yeah? And then get the second one right now as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Or get the first one, confirm that it's good. Like, I would hope that you know what kind of games that I recommend personally, innit? So then if you trust my judgment, I would say buy both games. It's only £20 and you're going to get what? 70 hours out of both of the games. Do you know what I'm saying? And a banging story. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, there's added story stuff in there for you as well. If you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, you don't have to be. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would say get both. They're both banging deals right there. They're both banging deals. Yes, do that. And it's crazy I guess the first game is more expensive than the second game because it's the Game of the Year edition. Comes with all DLC.
Which is also pretty lengthy as well. Itself.
Exactly. So the second game does have DLC. There's not that much. You could buy that independently if you find it on sale or not. Depends on how much you love the game. But both of those games for £20, that is a win, bro. That's a win.
Jeez, I'm talking about 2 games at once for a steal.
This is crazy. This next one's crazy.
This 2 games, Infamous Second Son and First Light together, was £25. That in itself is a bit. That's mad. It has now dropped down to 57%, £10, 47p for 2 games.
This is a buy. This is just a buy. If you haven't played Second Son or First Light, get this bundle right now. Get it right now. If you like superhero games, if you like anything to do with the X-Men, this is not the X-Men, but it's pretty much kids with superpowers, bruv. Like, both of those games were amazing. Second Son, I say it all the time, was my first platinum, and I think First Light was like my 4th platinum. Because after I heard there was another game in the same universe with the same similar like kind of thing, got it straight away. It's a banger for £10. That's a win, and that was one of the almost launch titles for PS4. Graphics are still way better than bare games out, man. And it's made by the same people who made Ghost of Tsushima. Boy. So, bruv, you can go on a Soccer Punch binge right there.
There you go. Boy, this one's a bit mad because it was on PlayStation Plus about a month ago. So I don't know how this has even happened, but we've got City Skylines Mayor Edition. This thing was £85 in the store. It's dropped down 35% to £50. You also get the main game plus Season 1, Season Pass, expansion, and Season 2.
Is this a joke?
No,
Just turn your thing, bro.
This is actually in the store, fam.
This thing was £80,
Uh-huh.
but it was on PlayStation Plus 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Bruv, get out of here, bruv. Are you mad? And it's only gone down to £55.
Yeah. I was looking at
It cost more than the subscription of PlayStation Plus. Are you mad? Are you nuts, bruv?
I was looking at this, I was like, they must be trying to team.
Shut! How can I tell the computer to shut your mouth, bruv?
No, I need this thing to
Press
survive
back
still.
on that page. I don't even want to look at that, bruv. That is disgusting, bruv. That makes me want to vomit.
I was like, this guy's for real. So you want the bag from Sony about 2 months ago for selling your game. It's like, alright, cool.
I swear to God, there better not be one person in this whole universe that purchases that thing, bro. That is crazy. £55.
And then they done this with the sale. I was like, rotted. Like, I didn't even notice the sale price about that's 12 months for 3 games. You could have got.
Imagine.
That's mad still. That's mad. Yeah.
That's ludicrous, fam. Listen, but Sony need to start like working their PlayStation store better and be like, listen, guys, once you've been on PlayStation Plus, your price can't go above this. Because this, bruv. Whose idea was that, bro?
I really don't know.
Nah, that's madness.
They are trying to think though. They're trying to think.
Nah,
for
that's
sure.
madness. Listen, look. Let me jump in with a super chat real quick. From man like How's Miles, South London Patreon. What's good, bro? Harry says, Wagwan family. Ghost of Tsushima out on the 17th. Anything you're excited about when the game releases? Question mark. Day one stream? Question mark.
You know me, day one, man. I'm gonna be warding that katana.
You on the low, I'm gonna give you a little bit of credit. You finessed that. So day one stream, you got it.
Yeah.
What are you excited about? What version are you getting? Standard? You got collectors?
I actually don't know yet. Because there's a nice steelbook that comes with it. I'm like, ooh, I get a steelbook for this one as well.
But how many steelbooks have you got?
About 10 steelbooks. The zombie one, Zombie Army 4. What am I call it? Part 2. Metal Gear Rising.
That's the one with Raiden on the cover, where it's like half his face.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Super sick.
That's
super
spicy.
Uncharted 4. What am I calling Metal Gear? Mortal Kombat 11. I'm gonna have to look back, but those are my 5 that I can remember.
That's mad. That's mad. Day one stream from me. What days it come out on a Friday?
Yep.
Nope. I don't stream on Fridays,
Yeah,
so there'll be no day one stream. Will it be a day 2 stream? I don't know. We just had a discussion about. I don't know if I'm getting it. What else we got in the PlayStation Store, man?
All right, PlayStation Store. We got this thing keeps popping up, and it's a bit weird. I don't know if you're gonna have enough time to complete the whole game. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. The Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt Game of the Year edition, £35, dropped by 70% to £10.50.
Just so everyone knows, The Witcher is gonna stay at £10. It's just every new sale they're gonna do. It's gonna be like £10.13p. Then it's gonna be like £9.56. Like they're gonna keep doing sales like this until Cyberpunk, and probably until the next Witcher game actually comes out, fam. And it deserves it. But yeah, like if you haven't played The Witcher and you're interested, get the game. £10. You're gonna get 200 plus hours, and it's got mad DLCs that's almost as big as the regular game. Yeah, we've had that before.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Then you guys know it.
Keep it rolling.
Then you guys know. All right, I think we had this before as well,
God.
but I think it's dropped down in price. Oddly enough, so this is Hitman Game of the Year edition, £50, dropped by 80% to £10. So with this, you get all missions and locations, free outfits, free new weapons, free themed escalation contracts. What do you think about that?
Don't get it.
Oh, okay.
£10 sounds like a good deal, and it is. But if you go and buy Hitman 2, the gold edition, you get the whole of Hitman 2, and you get the whole of Hitman 1 in the game in Hitman 2's engine.
Jeez.
Which was one of the reasons I was super pissed off that I had bought Hitman 1 and then Hitman 2 came out like not too long after, and I was like, well, I could have just got that and had these games as well. But really, I'm kind of off Hitman due to the fact they don't have platinum trophies no more. Get me? I'm hoping this new Hitman 3 that's gonna get announced. Wait, has it been announced? It has been announced.
Yeah, it has actually.
That got announced. Hopefully that's got a platinum trophy. And if it has, then maybe I'll come back. Get me?
I forgot about that one still. Understandably. Alright, next we've got Need for Speed Heat Deluxe Edition. This thing was, in fact, let me tell you what it comes with first before I name any kind of prices. This obviously comes with a full game. The Deluxe Edition comes with a Mitsubishi Lancer starter car, a exclusive PS4 wrap.
Sorry, wait. Run that thing back. What?
The Deluxe Edition comes
Of
with...
what?
Need for Speed
Okay,
Heat
okay.
Edition. Yeah. Comes with a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution starter car, exclusive PS4 wrap, and exclusive... No, that's a KS. I don't know what KS means. A BMW i8 Coupe Edition, Mercedes, Chevrolet. Did I say it right?
Chevrolet,
that's the one. Chevrolet, and 4 character outfits. And rep boost, bank boost, and that's it. That was at £70, dropped by 50%. Is now £35. This game came out in November last year. What do you think about that?
how much is it?
$35.99.
I would say if you want to get this game, don't buy it from the PlayStation Store right now. I mean, £35 seems alright. The game is still reasonably new, but nah, man, you could probably get it somewhere else. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not against pre-owned games. Do you get what I'm saying? So I would say go there. The only reason I'm gonna say if you want to get this because you're gonna get all this deluxe stuff. But it's a game where you customize cars. How long are you gonna use those custom wraps and stuff like that before you change them? So it's not really worth it, man. Don't get that. It's not worth it.
I'm always worried about when you get pre-order editions and stuff, and you get this costume in the game. Like, if you get at the very beginning, it's very unlikely you're gonna be wearing that same costume towards the end. Like, you've been playing that thing for let's say 10 hours. You tell me you're gonna get tired of the thing.
Probably.
Then you got options somewhere. Options somewhere else. As mad as that sounds, but it's true. You get bored. That's why I don't do them things there. All right, cool. So next we got Batman: The Telltales.
You moved on from your commitment issue so quickly right there. That was crazy. I'm not even gonna run it back for you. Just keep it moving.
Bad, yeah. The Telltales Batman Shadows Edition. This is indeed Batman episode 1 to 5, the first one, and Batman: The Enemy Within episodes 1 to 5, and Batman Shadows mode. Have you heard of that, Bat?
No.
Oh, interesting. So this was £25, dropped by 55%. It is now £11.25p.
Listen, if you like Telltale's games, get this. If you like Batman games, get this. Season 2 is not as good as Season 1. But for £10, take them both, complete the story, enjoy yourself, have a great time. Now, it's definitely worth it. Like, my rule of thumb is, if you can find a Telltale's game, the complete game, one complete season, for £5 or lower, it's a win. Get it. But that's just me. Do you know what I'm saying? These are my thoughts on it. So, get me. I would say that's a win, man.
I found this in the store as well. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Story Trilogy. This thing was £35, dropped by 70%. It's now £10.50. Obviously, with this game, you get 1, 2, and 3. They are super massive games. What do you think about that?
All 3 games.
all three games for £10, fam.
The thing is about this, I would say do it, yeah. But at the same time, it's like, I'm always skeptical when games, like, you know, there's this Assassin's Creed trilogy that floats around in the PlayStation Store all the time. And I'm just like, I mean, I'm yet to I don't know.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, bruv. Like, that's a lot of game. But that's a lot of you got to play. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on there. For £10, it's worth it. So you could be like, all right, look, I'm going to invest this £10. I'm going to play this game now. Play 3-4 other games. Come back to the second game. Play 3-4 other games, come back. If you're going to break it up like that, yeah. But I feel like someone would get burnt out buying that and then trying to just run through all 3 of them games. Exactly. Just back to back to back.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, it is a very good price. But yeah, it's always double-edged where, like you're saying, you're either going to play all of these and be like, whoa, that was a lot of Naruto. Or you're going to be like, I didn't play number 1, play these games I have got. But are you going to come back? I'm not saying £10 is a waste. Even £10 for the first one, that's
it's
super cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, you paid for free.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you do that to yourself? But no, for me, it's a super cool price, super big games, and yeah, probably like it is the best Naruto game out there. It tells you the story and everything, so if you like anime, yeah, go for the thing. All right, next we have, in fact, you played this game, Control. This is only the standard edition. This was £50, dropped by 68%. It is now £16. What do you say about this?
Do you know what? Yeah, this Control one gets me because I feel like we had it on the show before, and I was like, "Don't buy it for £16."
I swear it was like.
Was it higher?
I'm pretty sure it was higher.
I mean, £16 for Control seems alright, to be honest. It's a good game. It's short. It's a very good game. It's a very good game, and I think they fixed some of the bugs and frame rate issues that it had when I played it. Very good game.
Like completely ironed out.
No.
Oh, okay.
Fixed some. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, still got some frame rate issues, but £16. Yeah.
Like standard as well.
Yeah. It depends on how. Like, if I could go back, I would pay £16 for it. Boom. In fact, I would. I think it's worth the £16, but I feel like I have to be in a real positive mood that day. Do you know what I'm saying? Because me personally, like, when it gets over £10 in the PlayStation store, I just legitly start getting icy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm always trying to get the best deal. You get me? And I know that in a PlayStation store, their deals swing so crazily. Like, you'll see something on 10% sale this week. Next week it'll be on 80% sale.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think you told me what's the 80% is the highest they ever go.
I say I always go for 75
and higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but depends on the starting price.
Exactly. Yeah.
Also, so yeah, get me.
So
some of their games are like £90. Bro, shut up. No.
They're trying to get you the percentage.
They're trying to get you to the regular price of £35. That don't even make no sense. Oh yeah, shout out to 99 who said, "Where's tall glasses guy?" I feel like that means that Sam's short glasses guy.
Wowza!
That's mad. But I mean, Raven's over here on the sticks, on the buttons, on the ones and twos. But yeah, get me.
Tall glasses guys. The name's at the bottom, yo.
Fam, some people got no respect, fam. But you know what I'm saying. What do you want me to do, fam?
He's known for the man with the good teeth, anal beads.
Oh, whoa.
Man with the tall glasses guy.
I'm not involved. Listen, before we move on, listen. I feel like Tier 3B actually just needs to be part of this show for this part. Because every week, man comes through with the deals, innit? So let me just dump onto this. So he said, alright, look, in fact, he's got the same one. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy has 4 games.
Legacy? I did not see that one.
This is in a Euro store for €15. Like we said, same kind of thing. You buy it, but it's double-edged sword, you know what I'm saying? You got to play all 4 games. Get me? He said Sniper Elite 4 for €11.89. Sniper Elite. The reason I would say don't buy that is because it was on PlayStation Store not too long ago. I've actually got Sniper Elite at home for free. And make sure, guys, we say it every week. If you're playing for a PlayStation Plus subscription, make sure that every month you're downloading the games, whether you think you're going to play them or not. Even though I was just ripping up NBA 2K and I don't play basketball games, I'm still downloading or I'm still purchasing 2K in case one day...
No, I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
What?
No, I know exactly what you're going to say.
What?
You're going to download it. So when one of your boys come around, you want to play a basketball game, boom, you go out on your thing, you didn't even buy it.
Boom, there you go. I could just put 30 on Raven, easy, whenever I want. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's that. Then, the next thing is The Walking Dead, the Telltale's Definitive Series for $25.99. Now, if this is season 1, 2, 3, 4, and Michonne,
yes,
that is a win.
I was about to say, it has to have all
What
of
did
them.
we just say before this? £5 per Telltale's game, season 1, 2, 3, 4, and Michonne. They know our logic. Buy that. Boom. Tier 3B.
Always through, you know.
Bam. I love
going
it.
through.
Shout out to the Patreon gang, man. Hey, B's a Patreon. Yeah, we just met B right here, man. Get me. It's mad.
Legitly mad. When I was sick, still, I was sick. I got one more game before we move on still. No, this caught my eye. I played one of the... I don't know if this is the one I played. I think this is PS4. I played the one on PS3. This is the Deus Ex Mankind Divided. This thing was £25, dropped to 85%. I've never seen that percentage before in my life, which makes me think this is a bit dodgy. I know why. It's now £3.75. No word of a lie.
Nah, I can't wait. This was on PlayStation Plus as well, though.
It was, yes.
I've got this game from PlayStation Plus. Never played it though. You're gonna tell me this is £3 because of Cyberpunk?
Yes, legitly because of that reason.
You're gonna tell me this is £3 because of Cyberpunk?
They're trying to get in before the next alliteration of those kind of Cyberpunk alteration, humankind thing comes in. Like, they know they're done.
Yeah.
Before they come in. If Cyberpunk drops, no one's buying this game.
So it's a £3.
Yes.
I'm gonna say don't buy it.
Because Cyberpunk...
I'm gonna say put that £3 towards your beverages that you're gonna drink while playing Cyberpunk.
No,
Just don't bother. Don't bother. It was on PlayStation Plus, and I'm not even saying it's not a good game.
Exactly.
The game is probably worth £3. But what I'm gonna say is like, listen, we're moving into the future. Cyberpunk's here. Watch Dogs Legions is around the corner. Let's you know what I'm saying? Just let the future happen to you. Get me? Let that one go, man. Wait, that was some bangers today.
That was super bangers.
That was some bangers.
That was legit still, yeah. Guys, that was the deal or no deal section. Excuse me. But yeah, like I said, if you still got any more super chats about any kind of deals you can find, or anything we said about the show, if you just want to drop a comment, just let us know. Super chat the ting. Alright, cool. We're going to move on to our next section. Avengers at the war table.
Alright, now, before we destroy this game, yeah?
Oh my god. Spoilers.
I just need everyone watching, just look, take a second, lean over to your keyboard, phone, and just tap the like button again. Just do it again. Boom. Just do that. Help us out. Help us out. Get me. Spread love.
Alright, cool. So yeah. Cool. Avengers, War Table. We did a reaction, was it like a week ago?
About a week ago.
Jeez.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then, yeah, we watched it. We saw the trailer story. We like where the story's going, and then we watched the actual gameplay. We don't like where the gameplay is going. So we was like, yeah, we don't know about this. But then they dropped a whole War Table, what they're going to do with the whole game, and blah, blah, blah. We saw the video. It was like, all right, you know what, cool. We'll drop this on free DLC and we'll discuss it there. So what we're about to do now is just play through the video and
discuss it a little bit more.
For what they say, yeah.
It's not a reaction. We're just doing a little bit more of a deeper breakdown of the gameplay in it. So let's go.
All right, cool.
Let's go. All right, cool.
So yeah, so this is what we saw on the trailer reaction.
Yeah.
Where we see Thor trying to be God of War.
Yeah.
They say free build or whatever to me, yeah. I just feel like that's just how it's
We're here live with the AIM experience in Manhattan.
Because for me, yo, like, one of my major issues with this game as a whole is... Sorry.
As you pick up the trail of the long-disbanded Avengers, you'll advance the story of the single-player campaign, unlock the new single-player campaign, unlocking more and more hero-specific missions. We know you've been asking for new gameplay that's not from A-Day. We hear you. So here's a playthrough of part of a new Thor hero mission called Once an Avenger.
It looks like a... No, I don't want to say PS3, but I feel like the graphics are on par with Uncharted 3, bro. Like, if you even look at the cinematic here, this is in-game footage, yeah. But bruv, it doesn't, like, bruv, this isn't matching up with the games we're getting right now.
Yeah.
And especially when you're at the Avengers, bruv. And one of my main issues is when studios maybe spend money to buy an IP, but then they don't have enough money to produce the thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is just not great. And I feel like for this trailer, one of the worst things they did, but this part here, was select the mission with Thor. If they selected this mission with Hulk, it would have been different because, ladies and gentlemen, me, Sam and Raven have played this Avengers game. I keep saying, we've played the game, the actual game we've played it. And Thor, for me, is one of the worst characters to play as.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't feel like Thor. He doesn't feel how Kratos feels when you're playing God of War, and I feel like that's essential to really honing in on the essence of the game. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's super true.
Wow. So that's one of my major issues, fam.
That's what I think is always going to be an issue as well, because like I was saying, we're at the end of the PS4 life cycle. At this point in time, we've seen the end, or we've seen how games first came out. You're saying like Second Son, that was at the beginning, still holds up till today. I can say this looks better than this, which is at the end, which makes zero sense. Gameplay wise as well, looks super, or is super fluid in that game. Here you can see the animation's still a bit sticky, like it doesn't feel like they mesh or flow too well. And then you've played, like most people play the game like God of War, and you're gonna compare no matter what you're gonna do. Like this guy's throwing around the hammer, doing combos like for like, and it just doesn't land. It doesn't land at all.
See, I think one of the things is, that there's two things. Obviously, at the beginning it says, oh, this is pre-build. But guys, what I need you to do is look at a gameplay of a game that's pre-build, and then look at it finally rendered. And you tell me how much difference it makes. This game isn't gonna go from looking like this to looking like, I don't know what Spider-Man here. Like, it's not gonna make that leap in what, a month, 2 months. It's not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? The next thing is like, when I say like 4 doesn't feel like Kratos, what I mean is when you play as any character, let's not even use Kratos for an example, yeah? I use Kratos because Kratos has got a weapon, an item that he throws and comes back to him. Anytime you play God of War, if you throw it and you receive that, you feel the weight of it, whether you're playing it or watching it. Do you know what I'm saying? And with this, you don't get that. There's like, he's pounding the floor, bro. It doesn't feel like the floor is shaking. It doesn't feel, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like lightning's coming down from the skies. I'm seeing it, but it doesn't have that impact that happens with it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a major issue for me. I'm not telling no one not to buy the game. I'm just saying that me personally, on how I judge games, that's how I'm, you know what I'm saying? How I'm going and how immersed am I going to be in a game.
I even like compare, like they're saying, for me, playing the game before, Black Widow and Hulk felt the best. Like I don't know why, but Black Widow being on the floor and obviously playing other games similar to this, where she's got like combos, guns, and all those kind of like Devil May Cry actions, they feel at home. Hulk as well, like even in this demo here, when he's smashing stuff up,
Hulk shines through.
Yeah,
bro. Hulk shines through.
You can hear the stuff being smashed up. You can see like when he tears through stuff, it just, you can feel the weight of it there.
Yeah.
So when you see Thor doing 4 things, it don't feel like 4, and that's what boggles my mind. Is like, how did they get 4 so wrong, but yet for me 2 characters right?
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't want to just get on 4, because I'll even extend it to Tony. Like, Anthem is a game where you're in a mech suit and you're flying around, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like when we played it as Iron Man, bruv, you don't feel like, you just feel like you're just in the air, as opposed to like you have this ability to navigate the sky. Do you get what I'm saying? Like if you watch Iron Man the movie, go back to the first movie, where he's flying against the fighter jets, bruv. That's how flying as Iron Man should feel in the game, and in this it doesn't feel like that. And it's crazy to me that how they've got, for me, you guys really liked Black Widow. I didn't. I liked Hulk, and I thought that Captain America was done very well as well. But the thing with both of those characters, they're both based on the ground, and punching and kicking is their main thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I guess them man just have that mechanic down better than all of this. And that one of my fears in the beginning, when they first ever announced an Avengers game, I was going to have all of the characters, was some characters you're going to get wrong because you're focusing on everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like 4 has definitely been misrepresented in the game. You know what I'm saying? And it's just really looking like, which really hurt my heart to say today, it just looks like a hack and slash game with the Avengers. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you added some RPG element or some looter shooter elements.
Yeah, which I think has made it even worse. Like some games don't need to kind of treat me anymore. Like for reference is what Ghost Recon, when they started putting like different levels or different types of guns, like you get purple, green, or orange version. For me, that's not for every single game. And if they're doing it here, where Tony gets a new arm for his Iron Man suit, and it's purple because the other one's green, it doesn't shoot 2 legs instead of 1.
Yeah.
Like that shouldn't be changing too much of the gameplay aspect. Like used to be. I think crafting would have been better here. Like man would have gone to Asgard, build me a better suit.
Wow,
Like,
Sam, wow!
Thing, build me a better. Like that's for me is way better. Like that's why God of War, when it has those kind of elements, like I'm like, man has the dwarves building the suits.
Wow, stop!
Way better.
Stop! He's taking it too. Do you know what's mad about that? Yeah, they even set that up in the movies where Tony's like, Captain America's in charge. I just make everyone look good. They could have had that in this, where you ain't got to go Asgard, but Tony's upgrading the stuff for everyone. And he's a playable character. So that's another dynamic to it.
They're gonna go. So they've got how many scientists on the team, fam? Even Ant-Man's coming through too as well. So.
Wow, you just no, you peppered the ting, bro.
So I just hope
the ting. Jesus.
A looter thing is not for every game, fam. And then even failed with Anthem too. Yeah. Anthem tried it. Everyone was like, "This is dead." So don't do this whole looter thing, man. Just stop it. It's not the next alliteration for every single game. Stop.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that's just one of the things that the gaming industry is so into right now. Just jumping on every single trend that happens, and jumping on these trends is actually killing IPs, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like jumping on the looter shooter trend has finished Ghost Recon, bro. Hopefully we get another Ghost Recon game because Ghost Recon is amazing and I love the series. I've always loved that series.
Hero missions
but
give us a chance to tell
from
more
where it started,
hero's
it's gone mad, bro.
and showcase the
gone mad,
variety
you
and
get me?
depth of our
Stop
hero
them.
designs.
Anthem didn't even start.
Yeah, Anthem didn't even get finished. Anthem didn't even get finished. Imagine that, bro.
The roadmap
The roadmap was finished. They was like, no, we can't do this, bro. I'm just saying that, I feel like they've got to take more time into understanding what your game is and what your actual game needs to be successful. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is what's got me a little bit scared about this new Batman game coming out. Because it's like, they've cancelled so many, like, they had the Batman formula so right, bearing in mind it was Rocksteady who made it, they had the formula so right, and you hear just back-channeling of them changing so much stuff, like you're like, raw, are they still gonna get it right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we do want more playable characters, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting. But yeah, man, I hope this game is way better than I think. But even when I'm looking at it now, and Thor throws the hammer and the numbers pop up, bruv.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't.
Why is that happening in an Avengers game?
Like, it just should be you're doing now increased
Bruv,
damage.
Bruv.
No need for numbers.
It's just like Spider-Man, bruv. When I punch you, I'm punching you, bro. Your life bar goes down a little bit. I don't understand the looter shooter numbers popping up, bruv. Like, the thing is, when they show the gameplay, so much stuff is happening on the screen for me. It's too much. I wish that, like, when you punch someone, like, these colours pop out. Like, I would like all of that stuff to just be stripped away and gone, nah, lock this off, bro. Get me, bro. I don't want to watch that again, bro. Get me. But, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So, I feel like this war table, I feel like they did a good job, because there are some positives that I want to take away from the war table. They did a good job on explaining the situation of the universe they're setting up. With AIM is taking over, and the guy who runs AIM he's against Inhumans, and then he has an accident, and he becomes MODOK. I think that's gangster. Yeah. That as a storyline is super legit. It gives MODOK a good backbone to start with, because obviously, when we watched the trailer reaction, I was like, MODOK? Like, why are we using this guy? But now the way they've tied it in, that makes sense, and that's good. And that's the thing is, I'm open to be proven wrong about the game, but that storyline ain't gonna save that gameplay.
Exactly.
So it's all a bit mad, but I am gonna be getting this game. I'm gonna be streaming it. So we'll, you know what I'm saying, we'll get to the bottom of this together. But I did think it was good of them to do the whole war table thing, and I want to see more stuff from the game, innit? I want to see more. Guys, listen, guys, jump in the super chat if you've got any questions or comments about the Avengers game. Like, what did you guys think about it? It's important. I really want to know. Like, get me?
Yeah, because even just looking at the war table myself, I wasn't really excited about anything they showed. Like I said, the story is probably the best thing that did shine through, because they introduced Inhumans in a different way, it being that the cloud coming through what they set up, what kind of took out Captain America. I don't think he's gone though.
No, he's 100% not.
Yeah, he's definitely coming back. And then that story is legit, but like I said it before in the trailer reaction. Is that thing meant to carry the whole game? Because you're gonna have to play through what they showed, the single player element, like through God knows how many levels of maybe a level with Hulk, a level with Iron Man, each individual characters, and then you got co-op missions, which they call. Did they say it was Warzone?
Warzone, yeah, Warzone
Which I
missions.
thought, really, you can't be creative with another name, which is another popular game right now.
The thing about the whole Warzone thing, playing co-op, I just think that's just gonna be break as much stuff as you can.
Right.
Like, pick 4 Avengers, or these are the 4 Avengers you can pick. You and your teammate broke out, and they called it Warzone, bruv. It's probably just gonna be waves of bad guys that you're just destroying, bruv. That's all it's gonna be, fam.
Which is boring within itself.
Yeah, man, it's crazy to me. And even the layout for the missions, where they're like, you can just go to whatever missions you want from the beginning. That reeks of a lack of narrative. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you've ever played DC Online.
I stopped in like with the first hour or two.
Bruv, so basically with DC Online, like you can just go anywhere, do whatever, and then it builds, it builds to a final storyline. But there's no through route because it's like, you're doing this one thing here. It's just one of them games. It ends up being one of them games you're just not paying attention to what happened. Yeah, because there's too much going on all over the place.
Yeah.
It's not driving you in a direction. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bruv, this Avengers game is gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I just want to play more. Like, I just hope that the final product is way better than what it shows. But like you said, this is the pre-build. There's no way they can change. Hopefully they can. I'm not saying there's no way.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully
they can change the smoother animations. Well, most of it is locked in. Like, the looter stuff is locked in. The numbers thing is locked in. Like, you're either going to be one-shotting things or it's going to be a bullet spongy thing. And everyone was complaining about that in Division. Shooting man in the head is a bullet sponge. But I kind of took that in that. For me, it was like an RPG. That was set from day one. So I was never too fussed about the Division, how it was playing. I was like, all right, cool. And for me, like, Division is still a legit game anyway, 1 and 2. But when you come to the Avengers, you just played Spider-Man. And then when we jump on this...
Yeah, it's got to be more cohesive in that universe. And for anyone who's like, they're different developers, it's not about the developers. It's about the universe you're building. Do you know what I'm saying? And in that universe, when Hulk punches someone, it shouldn't say 400 above their head. Like, bruv, that's just common sense, bro.
Like, doesn't Old Man Lions do this?
Yeah, bruv. And Old Man, bruv.
We've got Old Man Lions. Like, why
man,
do you need this?
Me personally, I hate Old Man Lions, bruv. It's just so messy. There's too much stuff going on, bruv. Like, I just want to play a story with some of my favorite movie characters and comic book characters and just enjoy myself, much like the Spider-Man game. But do you know why I'm happy? Because 2 months after this, PS5 Miles Morales is out. So, bruv, I'm not going to be down in the dumps for too long, bruv. Get me? I was going to play that 4 times.
There you go.
Get me?
So, yeah, it's a bit mad. Yeah. War Table. Wasn't really impressed whatsoever. Anyway, so I guess that's going to lead us to our next section of Cyberpunk 2077. I think in this, obviously, we did a reaction to the story that they showed about the prologue.
Yeah.
About how, the stuff you're going to encounter, the stuff, what am I call it? Now, I think before we saw it as a cutscene, but now you actually get to see it gameplay-wise, how you're going through, it's going to be guns blazing, and they kind of dived into more of the world and what's going to happen. So I think they told us, which I'm just so happy about, there's an anime coming to Netflix called Edge Runners.
Yeah, that looks, just from the way they explained it, it sounds like it's going to be mad. Like, obviously, I'm not bang up deep into anime, but at the same time, when you can give me anime that links to another universe, I'm in for that, because I'm all about, like, the world building. Like, so if there was, like, Avengers animes, I'll watch that stuff because it plays a part in the bigger universe that I'm already invested in. So I'm excited about that.
So yeah, I'm kind of glad that they're like world building already, and this game hasn't even dropped. I think it's dropping like 2022, and like you're saying, like Matrix has done it. I think Batman, that's got like an anime. Is it Gotham Knights or something?
Gotham Knights, it's got better animes.
That's it. So yes, from what they're just doing already, like the game's not even out, and they're world building, saying that there's other things that they've got to show us. Like the length of this game, not even just the game, just the lore of it itself. It's going to be crazy, and I just think that it's got a lot of longevity to it. If you're just like a person in the world that you could just alternate your soul. Is it alternate carbon? Does the same thing.
Alternate carbon, yeah, it jumps from skin to skin. That's
it. So,
I think one of the good things about CD Projekt Red and what they're doing is they are planning so far ahead with this game, like for the longevity of it. So it's like, imagine you're playing Cyberpunk when it comes out. A year later, the anime comes out. That's gonna reinvigorate whatever ended. Like, let's say you've stopped playing after 6 months, but then you're watching it and you're like, oh, right, why don't I start a new character? Why don't I make a character? Like, bruv, people are gonna be doing so much with their game, and the world is gonna be so much bigger. It's crazy, fam. One thing I've been really thinking about, the more I watch footage of Cyberpunk, is a multiplayer, bro. Because I feel like, bro, if they had a multiplayer in this shit, it would be crazy. And my position on Cyberpunk is forever changing, because I really want a third-person option. Excuse me. I really want a third-person option, but the more I see the gameplay of the one-player gameplay, it's sucking me more into the universe, bruv. Just the whole, you can have different augmentations that makes your player so different from everyone else, and how does that really affect the world, bruv? Like, do you know what I'm saying? How does that really affect my story playthrough? Like, are our endings gonna be the same regardless of everything I do, or are they always gonna be different, bruv? Or is something pivotal that happens to me? Like, how deep does this rabbit hole go?
Exactly,
and that's what's trying to drag me in. It's got my curiosity when it comes to Cyberpunk. So, bro, it's interesting, fam.
Yeah, that's what like. I'm just glad that even though they keep saying this is just the first couple of hours of the game, I'm like you're saying, if this is the first couple of hours of the game, how vast can the game be? Because they introduced us into the whole brain dance thing. Yeah. Obviously, like we've seen that in other games like Watch Dogs,
Batman: Arkham Knight, Detroit. Like, if you don't know, brain dance is their version, is Cyberpunk's version of like detective mode. So that's what we're talking about. But yeah, bro, the thing about the brain dance thing that I'm really interested to know is there more than one way to solve the mysteries?
That's what I hope. Because if the Detroit can do it, like you're saying, if you go around into a crime investigation room and you do miss an important part of the the investigation, evidence even, that could then falter you into more of your investigation into the thing. Like even at the end, spoilers by the way, at the end of the game when you got all your evidence together,
it's not to spoil the whole of Detroit.
I'm trying to tread lightly because the game is too legit. Like if you haven't played Detroit, I don't know what you're doing, man. Go play Detroit. It's a legit game, but yeah. So you get all your evidence together, and then there's times where you've missed pieces. Yeah. That can really change the end of the story for you. Yeah. And then even then, like you're saying, like in Detroit, imagine that happens to you. So I only got 4 pieces. I'm like, this is what happened to me. And you say I got all 8 pieces. This is what you're like.
Where were the other 4 pieces, firstly? Exactly. And do you know what's mad about Detroit? Yeah, obviously, we're going off on one. But I feel like, with Detroit, I thought that was super sick. In that, anything you do or don't do directly impacts the next thing that happens. Like, the first stage where, like, you've got to talk this guy off of jumping off of a ledge or something. Like, if you find something that gives you information that, he's a family man, that then gives you another narrative to spin on him when you're talking to him and he's about to jump off the cliff. You can then say, you've got a family, think about this, as opposed to not having that line and then you're just out there like, why would you want to do this? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, do you know how... everything. Bruv, it's... Do you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Linking that back to Cyberpunk, I hope when you go into this detective mode, there's bare angles. There's bare angles. Like, maybe there's a minimum of like, okay, there's always 5 things minimum that you can find to uncover the investigation, innit? So,
but the more you get, would help you. Can you imagine like you going to brain dance, and like you're saying, there's a thing that went down, like a drug deal that went down. So you saw X, Y, and Z. You go now to drug dealers, like, but I know you're the guys that are carrying X. Like, but imagine then on the other side where someone didn't know they were carrying the stuff.
And they didn't know what to... Yeah.
And then that man stuck in between a rock and a hard place is like, so how did you find out about... Like, those kind of the stuff. And then imagine now you're with your friends saying, when I got into that drug deal, I know they were saying dicks, so I had, like, some kind of leverage against them. So I could go to the police, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, for me, I had to have the shootout because
Yeah, I didn't know I had to kill all of them, take the money and the drugs.
That's it. So so they were saying that there's always like multiple paths in the game. So hopefully with brain dance, it's not like you're saying like you have to show everything. You can't miss any pieces because then that for me, like for me, it has to be down to the player. Like a lot of it has to be down to the player, but I hope the story is legit like that as well.
Thanks.
And what else did they show in Cyberpunk? There was the other thing. I forgot what
They showed the anime, they showed the gameplay, they showed brain dance. I feel like that was most of it. They showed a new trailer as well. That was cool. I mean, obviously our trailer reactions up there. So it's calm, man. But yeah, man. Cyberpunk, bruv, I'm still 50-50. I'm glad they pushed it back to give me more time to think about it. But yeah, man, who knows, bruv? Who knows? But you're day 130 sold.
For me, like I just love the world that they're building with the whole. Like I've played, like you're saying, other Cyberpunk type games, and with this game, I just like the whole branch of narratives that you can go with. Even at the beginning as well, I just love the world, the graphics, the characters already, and just everything that's involved. They even showed us now, even outside the city. That's what I was going to say. Even outside the city, and then they're saying there's even a group out there. And a whole other storyline. I'm like, so like you're saying, how big or how small do you make this game for the player within yourself? Because like you're always getting different vehicles, you're always seeing different people. There's always different people that might mess up your storyline, that might change the whole thing. I'm like, is there a point in time where I could meet a sheriff or something, actually kill him, and that actually does affect me later down the line? Does it really go that deep?
Yeah.
And I have to find out. I literally have to find out. So I'm like, I'm super excited for the game.
Mad.
Jeez. All right, cool. So, without further ado,
welcome to the main event of the evening.
Yes, the review of The Last of Us Part 2. It's about to be a mad thing still. So, yes, we completed the game. How many hours did you clock in? What?
31 hours.
I think I did about the same, you know.
You can't have, bruv. How?
I didn't remember the clock, but I'm pretty sure I did about 30-something hours as well. It was just a mad thing, bruv. Like, can we talk about the gameplay first here? Because obviously it was like 7 years we played the first one.
Is it mad?
What? Because the story has to be last, fam. The story has to be...
Nah.
What's wrong? Like, what's going on?
I need a break. Can we go to a commercial break for a second, please? I'm being serious. Hey, guys, we'll be right back. Everyone's like, what's wrong with Joe? This is mad. Yeah. I run that thing back, fam.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good, fam. I'm good. Alright, listen, look here. Before we go into the main event.
Alright, cool.
Main event. We've got a super chat. Again, bruv, am I supposed to be reading all the super chats or is it you?
Just do you, innit? Just do you. It's fine, man. It's fine.
Alright, cool. Listen, this one comes from Jamelia Williams. Listen, we love you. We love you. Before I even read it, I just wanted to let you know that we love you. Get me? She says, don't ask me how I typed my message to you and sent it to you with my donation. I have to go. You're distracting me from exercising. LOL. Listen, Jamelia, work very hard on that exercise and we'll be here when you're finished. Thank you very much.
I love that message.
The next super chat, I'm not going to read now. I'm going to let us talk and then we're going to get to those, or maybe you can read them. Anyway, cool. Boom. The Last of Us 2 gameplay. Go.
Alright, so yeah, The Last of Us Part 2 gameplay, like, it's a bit of both, because obviously, it's like I said, we're at the end of the console generation, and almost everything has been done and tried. Like, it's kind of hard to evolve or increase gameplay levels. I feel like what they've done with this game here, yeah, obviously, now they've introduced, like, the dodge mechanic in fighting, because obviously before, in part 1, there wasn't really a dodge. Like, if someone was to come to you, they would sometimes slow down the punch, and you could just dodge. And there was no, like, real quick time event.
Yeah.
So for me, that it was a bit dead, but it went with the game anyway, because obviously Joel was a bit...
so you didn't like that mechanic?
In what?
The dodge mechanic.
In number 2?
Yeah.
Loved it.
Oh, okay. Well, you said it's a bit of both.
No, so it's a bit... Number 1 was a bit dodge.
Okay.
Because it was only
okay,
sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, but in this game, it was a lifesaver, because I just love combat.
Yeah.
And both Ellie and Abby just excel at the thing. Obviously, Ellie, she's not really big or whatever, so she can't take on everybody. She's got a knife. Slash. Like, man, I'm feeling the guy on the other side getting cut off.
Yeah.
But the knife thing, I'm like, whoa, you could just feel the everything. And Abby as well, like, she's just a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
When she's throwing them punches, fam, I'm feeling sorry for the runners, the clickers, the human beings, the dogs. Well, she don't really face any dogs. But, like, anyone on the other side of Abby's fists, I'm praying for you. This is the done deal.
See, I want to jump on that, because one of the gameplay in this game, they leveled up. I want to say, like, they doubled the level of number 1. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like what they did with the gameplay is so sick. And obviously, you're talking about combat. And with combat is now fun and exciting, exhilarating. Like, before, it was like, I don't want to say you were just getting through it in number 1, but it was just like, it's part of it, but there was no skill involved. Like, you didn't have to be good at combat to win all the combat. Now, like, combat's crazy, fam. It's like, not just the dodge mechanic, bruv, the grabbing mechanic, the ability to grab someone, hold them, shoot other people, use them as a shield, then take them up, bruv. All of that, I feel like they leveled up the combat so far. I love it. Personally, one of the things I do love about the two characters, having Abby and Ellie, is that me, Joe, I played as them differently. And it wasn't even like I was trying to. It's like I had to. Like, when I was with Ellie, I feel like I did more stealth. Do you know what I'm saying? To take out people. With Abby, it was like, bro, I'm tanking this shit. Like, no, bro, real. Like, it's like, I'm gonna shoot one person quietly, but realistically, I'm setting up the brawl. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just loved it. Like, brawling, bro. She's a tank, and that's just the way I used her, innit? So I felt like the game gives you different weapons to use differently, and I feel like that's what separates the actual character gameplay from number 1. Because in number 1, you only play as Joel. Do you know what I'm saying?
And Ellie.
Well, and Ellie for like a little bit, but not to this extent where you've got 2 actual playable characters. And I feel like the difference between the 2 playable characters is so different that it makes it very satisfying to play as each of them. Do you get what I'm saying? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Get me? What else?
I don't know, like, I did like I tried to use, I used no listening mode whatsoever. I did find it,
no listening mode.
Yeah, I find it so strange that in this game that they...
Wasn't an option to turn it off.
Yeah.
Do you know why? And I think that is to do with the stupid, let me not get too deep into it, but the stupid skill tree.
Okay.
Now, you couldn't turn off listening mode because in their skill tree, it's built into every tree that something to do with listening mode. So obviously, if you turn that off, that is what, 100 and something skill points that then go where? And I feel like that is a bigger issue in the game, that the skill tree is terrible, and that the listening mode is made, I don't want to say imperative, but they can't take it out because they've ingrained it in the skill tree. When I didn't want to use it, I felt like I think I accidentally hit it one time, and it was so immersion breaking, fam.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like I wasn't playing with no HUD. I had the regular HUD, their minimal HUD, but at the same time I was just like, whenever, like, what, I don't even understand why you would want to use listening mode. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, like, this is The Last of Us, bruv. This is supposed to be like survival. It's supposed to be tough. It's supposed to be gritty, bruv. And you're holding this button where scents are coming. Like, bruv, you're like Wolverine, bruv. Like,
yeah,
but I just didn't. I didn't like that gameplay mechanic at all as a whole in the game. But yeah, man, I didn't use it either.
Yeah, like I just find it like super weird. Like I just tap the button to find out where it was, so I can never touch it again. And just playing through the game, it just felt like not that you would ever like. I just didn't feel like I'd ever need it. Like you're saying, like the dogs, you'd tell where your trail was going. If you ever was to press that button, it just felt like now a cheat code.
It definitely does. I feel like it would definitely make you feel OP.
Yeah,
bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like the game's difficult. It's a tough game, bro. But it's not so tough that you need listening mode.
That's it.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, yeah, man. But I feel like we had decided, or we had spoke about man not using listening mode from like the trailers or whatever. Like, so I didn't think that was a big issue. I feel like one other thing I want to talk about when we're talking about gameplay is the way the game's set up. All right, so you play 1/3 as Ellie, then you play 1/3 as Abby, and then you kind of play the last third as Ellie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like that.
No, it's a bit janky.
Yes. Now, what I would do if I was them is I would have played Day 1 Seattle, Ellie. Day 1 Seattle, Abby. Day 2, Abby, Ellie, Ali, and staggered it. Because then, like, I still got the fit, like, all of the emotions they wanted me to feel, I still felt. But I felt like if they staggered the game that way, you would feel the build-up to them meeting at that one scene where they meet. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, like, the way they do it is you have that one scene as Ellie. Boom. Guys, this is a full spoiler review of the game also. So if you haven't played The Last of Us 2 and you plan on playing it, leave now. So obviously, Ellie and Abby meet Day 3 in Seattle.
Yeah.
Get me? But in the game, you play to Day 3 as Ellie straight away. Then you've got to go back and play as Abby to Day 3 again. And I feel like if they stagger them both, and then that scene happens from both angles at the same time almost, it's dramatic the way they do it anyway. But I feel like it would be OD dramatic. Like, if, you know what I'm saying, you're coming to that, boom, like, you finish both days, and then that scene plays, and you're like,
yeah, like,
bro.
Who am I gonna be, kind of thing? Like, who am I gonna?
Exactly.
Because it would have been mad still. But yeah, like when they did that, it even broke the like not immersion, but like the momentum of the game, because it all starts off with Abby's act of, this is a spoiler review, by the way. Everything's out of the gate, so if you don't want anything spoiled for you,
Joel's dead.
That happens with Abby. So yeah, after Abby kills Joel, like, all right, now Ellie's on his warpath. Yeah. You're going through the thing where Ellie's trying to get to Abby. But then you get to the head of it where Abby's now got you at gunpoint and be like, I will let you go. Boom. I'm like, oh, where are we going to now? And it's like Day 1, Abby. I'm like, what?
See, the thing is,
And then
what's
even worse is that it's almost like you're starting the game again.
You are starting the game.
Yeah.
You are starting the game.
You got no points, the guns are rubbish, like, you're starting from ground zero, you feel depowered after being powered by doing Ellie's tree.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is a bit painful, because now, at the point in time, I didn't want to play as Abby. At that point in time, I was like, this is kind of dead. She's just killed Joel, all I'm playing as this chick for is rubbish. She's got like, I've just leveled up my Abby, I've done all these Ellie, all these Molotovs, bombs, this, that, and the other. I feel sick, like, in a good way, by the way. And then now I'm like, I've got 2 guns, and I know how to create pipe bombs.
See, bruv, the thing is, I'm with you on that, because I definitely had that feeling, like, when I want to take you back to even before that. Right at the beginning, when I started playing as Abby, you know, conspiracy theory Joe. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing as Abby, I'm like, why am I playing as this character? Wait, this is going to be the main character of number 3. Like, this was me. Like, oh, like, bro, if you watch my playthrough, like, that's exactly, like, it's going through my mind, like, oh, wait, why am I playing as her? She's gangster, but I'm not going to lie, bro. I really, like, from before she kills Joe, I enjoy playing as her character. There's something about her that is different. She's black, you know what I'm saying? She's big, she's strong, she's from a different place, she's on a different type of job, bruv. And I feel like that juxtaposition with her and Ellie, I loved from the beginning. But obviously, like, bruv, after she kills Joe, bruv, like, I lost it. Obviously, I lost it, bruv. And, like, all I'm about is, like, oh, revenge. And, yeah, what you're saying is 100% right. you get to the meeting between her and Ellie, and then you're like, raw. It pulls you out of the game, or it pulls you out of, not out of that emotional state, but it pulls you out of the game, and then puts you back in the game, day one, starting a brand new game again. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I don't like that, but I feel like it pays off.
Yeah, eventually.
And yeah, see, and that's the thing, it's like, I'm trying to weigh up that feeling I had there of, oh, I've got to start this whole game again as a new character, with where I am at the end of the game. And I feel like, at the end of the game, I'm like, it was worth it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you have to get there.
Yeah,
though.
but you have to get there. You definitely have to get there.
That's what's annoying.
I hear that.
Like the first time, right? Like exactly in the moment in time when I first got there, I was like, "What the fudge?" But then when you, like I said, at the end, you're like, "Oh." Like for me, eventually everything pays off. We're gonna get there too, but yeah, I can understand that too.
So, but yeah, I did think that, but that's why I was like, I was feeling like if you start off day one, Ellie and Abby, and you're playing each other's day back and forth, you never have that feeling.
Exactly.
Because Ellie's weak when Abby's weak, and then boom, boom, and they both get OP towards the end. Do you know what I'm saying? And we get to the conclusion. So, I mean, I thought, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's because I feel like it pays off at the end. I look back and I'm like, it was worth the pain. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I felt those same feelings that you felt when that happened. Do you get me? When you start day one as Abby. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Alright, cool. So yeah, that was just the game. Oh wait, we don't done with the gameplay actually. What I actually did love about this as well, but also what they fell off with was I liked the new faction. I loved the Seraphites.
Scars, yeah.
Scars. I'm trying to call by their proper name.
Why you call them Seraph? Oh, why? Scars is like a racist term, isn't it? It's like racist in the Last of Us.
That's it, yeah.
Alright, Seraphites.
And the Wolves.
You got all political one, man.
That's what this game
They've
does.
all got scars on their face, bruv. Like, come on.
Come on, now, just.
Alright, the Seraphites.
Yeah, Seraphites, the Wolves, the obviously the Infected, and what was the last group we come across? The slave trade people.
The slave trade people? What game was you playing?
The one I took in Abbey from at the end.
The Fireflies?
No. Before.
Oh, the people in Cali, bro. Them man, there.
Yeah.
I can't even remember them man's name.
Them man are crazy as well, but
them man are nuts, bro.
I love the factions in each place, but what I think they kind of failed on was the Infected. Like, I do like that they're bringing only 2 new types. One was obviously, it was called the Rat King, that big thing.
Yeah.
God damn, that thing is ugly, fam. I couldn't sleep for a day after
facing it. Mad, bruv.
That thing was mad.
No. Stay on track. I'm
asking the last thing, but yeah, I love the encounter. So yeah, so obviously, I feel like the Infected. I feel like they're gonna go a bit more. It's been 4 years since we've played. Since the events have happened from number 1, and we've only got 2 new types. I'm like, we've only got. I do like the new design. Obviously, the graphics have helped. The sound design is still crazy.
It's mad.
Hearing these things from a mile away, and you're hearing, I can't even make the noise.
It's mad. Mad. Bro, do you know what's even crazy about that? Is obviously with the Seraphites, the whistling. Brother, I heard someone whistling outside my window. I was like this, bro. I was like, what happened for you? What happened,
That's what I love, because with the Wolves, man saying, go over this side,
yeah, they're military.
But when you hear the whistling, you don't know how those men are communicating.
Bro, no, but you do. Because when they do the light whistles, it's like, oh, we're here, we're close.
Right.
When you do the long whistles, they're far away, bro.
It's
mad.
For me, it's like this language. I'm like, what does the whistling mean?
Bro, it's
I don't
mad.
know what you're saying. So I love that different types in the group. And yeah, the Scars were sick because of that. And the way they would move, they were like more religious. You could tell the way they speak and stuff.
Yeah.
It was kind of sick. And obviously the Wolves were kind of like the Fireflies, more military. But then they had the dogs. Oh my God, the dogs.
Bruv, I said at the beginning of my gameplay, I'm not fucking with no dogs, bruv. They're Molotoving them all, bruv. The dogs are the worst thing in the game, bruv. Not the worst, but...
No, I mean like, you Molotov the dogs, fam.
Bruv, yeah, fam. Yeah, fam.
Cook the dog.
Yeah, bruv. Nah, bruv, listen, I'm a dog lover, yeah? But fam, the dogs in this game are a terror, bruv. They're the worst thing to fight for me, bruv. Because they're just on you, bruv. And it's, bruv, they're
Sight
just on
and
you,
smell.
bruv. They're just on you. I'm like, I'm taking out all dogs first, bruv. That's it, fam. And you just hear you throw the Molotov. Yeah, shut up, bruv. That's what you get, fam.
No, yeah, the different groups were live, but yeah, I'm kind of unhappy about...
They're infected.
Yeah, like, we only got the Shamblers were obviously most of them just look disgusting. The Shamblers sounded and looked disgusting. I was like, all right, cool. These guys fart at you. You're gonna die. Like you don't want that to happen to you. But the Rat King, I heard that thing roar behind the door. I was like, all right, now we're gonna get some animal infected things. And then the thing crawled out. And you see the blood trail. I was like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. You go to the ambulance now.
I'm not ready.
Nah.
I'm not ready. It's mad.
Oh my god.
It's mad.
They're up the levels. Because I thought, yeah, it's gonna be like a nemesis type, like hulky kind of dude. Yeah, it's gonna be some kind of battle. No, this thing.
I mean,
no way. I was like, yeah, I was terrified for a whole good like day. I couldn't sleep, and then I liked how they upgraded the bloaters as well. The bloaters, I'm not saying they were like not powerful in the first one, but in this one, like they would charge at you.
yeah.
You get too close, they would basically Hulk out.
Yeah.
And they would take mad hits. And I love that they done that with the. It's almost like the Shamblers became the bloaters in this game.
Yeah.
And the bloaters are now leveled up, and it become another thing. I like that.
I feel like for me, when it comes to the infected, I disagree. I
Really?
feel like they did the infected so well, bro. Because it's like, instead of bringing in 4 new types, which would be unrealistic in the Last of Us world, they brought in 2 new types, and the Rat King isn't even a new type. It's just not seen before, because remember, they said this is ground zero.
They said that, fam.
They said this is ground zero. This is where it started, bruv. So you can imagine the first infected. That's been there since day one, bruv.
Yep.
You're not seeing that anywhere else, bruv. So I thought that was gangster the way they pulled that in. The next thing with it is, because of the infected, because they were. What was I gonna say? Yes. So the infected, I felt like were always the faction that always had the upper hand, bruv. Like no matter what happens, yeah, you're gonna go from fighting Seraphites, wolves, or whatever. The infected are just gonna show up, and then it's like, we've just got to run, or we've just got to, like, we don't know what to do. Like, do I fight them? Do I fight them? Do you know what I'm saying? And I felt like, instead of upgrading them too much, they always just put them in positions to catch you at your most vulnerable, which makes them even more dangerous, if you get what I'm saying. Like, so I didn't really feel like that was an issue. I thought they were sick. One of the things, and this wraps back into gameplay, one of the things that The Last of Us 2 does, yeah, is bro, I think The Last of Us 2 is so much better than number 1, yeah, that it puts bare games into one, bro. Like, when I was fighting the Rat King, yeah, as Abby, I was like, bro, why am I playing Resident Evil right now? Like, bro, I was legitimately playing Resident Evil for like 45 minutes. You get me? But then you have the scene where you're with Jesse and Abby, with Jesse and Ellie in the car, bro, and you're running around, and all the WLF are chasing you, and I'm like, rah, bro, man shooting out of windows, like, bro, it was gangster, bro. Like, they take you on such a roller coaster, different gameplay mechanics, like the way you have stealth, the way you can, you know what I'm saying, be aggressive, like, do you know what I'm saying, with Abby and stuff like that. The inclusion of a sniper rifle, bruv. Like, all of that stuff, I felt like they really take you all over the place. So I feel like for gameplay, I'll give it like super high marks, bruv.
Yeah.
Super high marks, bruv. Yeah, man, I love that, bruv. I love that about it.
Naughty Dog do the best. Like I said, when I started playing number 3, from freaking PS3 days, they just know how to do set pieces. I totally forgot. I was like, Last of Us 2, I was like, what are they gonna bring us new? Like, yeah, it's survival horror. I remember number 1, they had set pieces as well. I'm like, nothing really blew my mind. And when I come back to this, the encounters in this, and I think one that really captured like everything, like the look, the terrifying feel, that wasn't to do with the affected, was when they were burning down the Seraphites' home.
That was a drama.
Whoa!
That was a drama.
Madness. I was like, all right, cool, we're going to go to see Lev's mom, blah, 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 blah. I was not expecting the war to happen. I was not expecting them to burn down the place. And that fight with the brother at the end.
Yeah, bruv. That was mad. Whole thing was mad. And this is what I'm saying, bruv. Like, even the way they leveled up, like, someone, like, what would you call them? Like, the henchmen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the big... What do you call them in the game?
Bruisers or...
The bruisers, yeah, or whatever, bruv.
Bruisers,
yeah, man, I thought them man were gangsters, man. I thought them man were gangsters. So, that was tough, bruv.
Yeah. So, alright, cool. So, let's move on to characters.
Characters, yeah? Boom.
Like, Naughty Dog are always known for this making either a small cast of characters or big cast of characters. You love the villains, you hate the villains. But for me, I love and hate everybody at the same time.
1000%. Like, this game, or this world, I'll say this world, this universe, is so good at just making multi-leveled, three-dimensional characters. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, bruv, every character in this game has something good about them. Every character has something bad about them. Every character has something that is just you're kind of indifferent about. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I find myself playing this game and like loving every character, but then also hating every character, bro. Like, I loved Ellie, but then I hated Ellie for not avenging Joel. But then I hated Abby for killing Joel. But I loved Abby for like who she was. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
The
like,
mission that she would go through.
Yeah, like, cause bruv, the thing is, Ellie and Abby are just on the same mission.
Yeah.
Ellie is doing what Abby did a week before. Do you know what I'm saying? Hunting down and murdering the person who killed her dad. And I love Abby for having the strength, virtitude, training her body, being prepared to go do it and execute the plan. But then, obviously, she done it to Joel. And I'm like, bruv, you killed Joel. Like, it's mad.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, Ellie. We've seen Ellie grow up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we all love, like, you can't not love the character Ellie. Do you know what I'm saying? But then she can't finish the deal. And it's like, I hate her for that. Even though I understand why she can't.
Yes.
And it just puts you in this conundrum, fam. And it's like, I want to get even deeper than just those two characters, because you get characters like Jesse, like Jesse's a super legit character, bruv. And it's like, these characters, you love them and they get taken away, bruv. It's like Dina, bruv. I'm like, yo, Dina belongs to the streets. Like, she belongs to the streets, yeah? But, fam, she's so clutch in the game, you have to love her, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bruv, how many times is like, you're about to die, Dina, boom. Dina's like, oh, I got you, boom. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, everyone has these things that are so good about them and also so bad about them, and it's just like rotted. And when all of that happens, it's just like, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I said it during my playthrough. I've never played a game that took me on an emotional roller coaster like this. And also, I was so hungry for revenge at the end of the game, bro. I was screaming at the TV, kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her, bro. And when she didn't, do you know what, Matt? I thought I was going to get angry, bruv. Like, I thought I was going to be angry that she doesn't kill her. And I wasn't, bruv. And I was like, oh my God, they got me. They got me.
They got me a lot, though.
Bruv, they got me. Like, they turned me around, bruv. Like, not turn me, they didn't turn me around 100%, but they got, bruv. Like, Ellie's not killing Abby, and I'm not breaking my TV. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, that's a mad story.
Yeah.
Fam, I feel like they just did it. Like, they executed the thing so well. Bruv, get me.
It's legitimately mad because, like, even at the end of number 1, where obviously, like you said, we go through the adventure of Joel and Ellie, and obviously, I can understand why some people would hate the way they. If I'm gonna go down with over the story, but I can understand why people hate the way Joel died. I'm like, alright, cool. But even Joel himself, he was also like a flawed guy. Like, no one. That's what I love about this thing. Like, everyone's human. No one is perfect. And even like everyone's saying, "Oh, Joel shouldn't have died like that." I'm like, not really. Like, the world they live in is savage, fam. Like, if you had to go avenge your dad's death, you really think you're gonna shoot man in the head? You're gonna give him like 10 seconds? Oh, you killed my dad. Boom, shoot him. Not really. Like, I understand why Abby did what she did. You're gonna like go through this painfully. All right, cool. But then that obviously it enraged me. Like, I like Joe, but I can understand that man's also a scumbag. I'm like, if I was on that side of the thing, if I was Abby, I probably would do the same thing.
Bruv, 100%, man.
That's what's so crazy. So
100%.
But you're in between two places. Like, I hate what Abby did, but I understand what Abby did. And even in her journey as well, where she then finds out what she did to Joel, she said as well, she goes, I'm guilty, and I need to resolve myself with that. Because if you notice the way they kept making you go through the hospital thing. What the first time it's the alarms, then you find them, the woman call it Yara and Lev hanging. I'm like, the first time I saw it, I was like, all right, cool. She wants to go back and save them. Like, that's a dumb decision.
It was a dumb decision.
That's what I like. It's super flawed. Like, you just met these guys. No matter what you do, you can't resolve yourself of what you've done in your past. It's like, it's going to come back to bite you. And then, when she does save them, it goes through the hospital again. There's no alarm. She meets her dad at the end. Yeah. For herself, she's thinking, all right, I killed this guy because he killed my dad. I feel like if I save these people,
it might give me absolve me of that.
It might resolve me of that. But really, you still got Ellie coming after you. So no, it doesn't. Yeah, no, because you've done the actions. I'm like, I love, and it breaks apart her whole group as well. Yeah. Owen breaks up with her because you've done this thing. Mel don't like you no more. Some people are like, what am I call it? What's the other guy I liked? I liked it. Wow, the guy with the hair, like slick hair.
The Espanol guy.
Yeah, Espanol guy. Like,
I'm icy for him.
Like, I thought it was jokes. Obviously,
I hate the whole unit.
You hate the whole unit?
I had to, not except for Owen.
Yeah. I don't like Mel. I hate
Mel's waste.
Mel's dumb. Listen. You're pregnant, but you want to come out on some job? No, stay at home, fam. Come on now. But
what?
It's super true.
Nah, bro, I said the same thing during my playthrough, but hearing you say it, just say, touch me differently. Pause.
Come on, like Mel, like she's probably like one of the worst characters. Like you're making dumb decisions. Now you're saying, oh, if Owen wants to cut, like, if you come away with us and Owen, then I ain't gonna go, bruv. You're gonna come here like stay with the infected on your ones. All right, cool. You're definitely the dumbest out of the group.
Manny,
that's the one. Thank you very much, man. I liked Manny. Like he was funny, but he was also a dickhead, isn't it? But, that's what I mean. But everyone, you liked it. That's what I mean. I liked everybody and everybody, apart from Mel. I just didn't like Mel whatsoever.
I feel like when it came to the WLF, like, Abby's gang of peeps, I weren't feeling any of them. But the character I got turned around was Owen because, bruv, he's just a dude that liked a girl, fam. Yeah, he probably likes her too much. But he's just a dude that liked a girl. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like no one, like, Manny's just some scumbag, like, just out here beating things, bruv. Like, he's got no real mission in life. Like, that's all he does, bruv. Like, he's waste. Mel is like, she wants something she knows she shouldn't have. She knows Owen loves Abby. So she fuss up herself, run up in there, oh, love me, gets pregnant, and now trying to use the baby against everyone. Like, fam, come on, move, bruh. Like, it's all mad with those characters, innit? But, like, I was happy when all of them got murked. It's funny because I didn't start liking Owen until after he was already dead. And this is another thing with them going backwards and forwards, because obviously you kill Owen in day 3 back here, in Seattle, day 3 back here, but then you find out, oh, Owen's actually a cool brother in day 3 of Abby, and then I'm like, rotted. Like, I was gunning this guy. He's not that bad. He's not that bad.
You don't see the other side.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I flipping love, fam.
Yeah, it's mad. The game's mad, bro. It's an emotional roller coaster, fam. It's an emotional roller coaster, man.
And that's what it goes now to Abby's. In fact, no, let me even stop that. Before that, like, I think my best character for me is Lev. I just love Lev's naivety. Yeah, like, he's come from this cult, like, he's grew up in this cult. Like, they just basically it's almost like Drax.
Yeah, everything goes over my head.
Yeah, like, he's taking so straightforward. I just loved him about that. Like, you're born into this world, you're born into, like, a religion, and they're just telling you one thing, but, like,
you feel something different.
Yeah.
It's mad.
And I feel like I'm like that. I think that he's one of the best characters in the game for sure. Like, just his whole character, even his whole arc is kind of small and it's not touched on too much. But the stuff they do touch on with Lev, I'm like, yeah, super cool what they done with him.
To be honest, like, bruv, man didn't really care for Lev too much. I felt like no, bruv, his storyline's peak.
Yeah,
his storyline's peak, and I like that part of it. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't want to. I was so wrapped up in the Abby Ellie thing that even though all of this stuff's going on with Lev, and I'm like, yeah, it's important, I wasn't focused on it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I just felt like, don't know, bruv. I just don't know how to, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, I feel the character, but I didn't love him. And also, Lev looks like the Golden Child from the movie The Golden Child, fam, which I couldn't get over. I was like, this is the kid from The Golden Child. Like, it's a guy. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but with Eddie Murphy and it's Lev,
Yeah.
bruv. No, it's him. It's him. Anyway, but yeah, man. Bruv. What was we just talking about? Story or characters?
Character
Okay,
story.
let's roll. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah. So Ellie's part, like, for me, it just felt like after what happened to Joel, it felt like she then felt like she had to become Joel, and only at the end she found out she's not Joel.
I don't think it's at the end she found out. I feel like at the end she's just like, it's not I'm not Joe. It's this ain't me. Like,
Yeah,
I can't. This ain't me. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't feel like, obviously you don't know. There's bare years apart, but the whole thing with Joel and Ellie is like I don't think she ever saw Joel in that super OD way. She always refers to Joel told me about this. We've seen Joel told me about interrogation tactics.
Yeah.
But she's never seen him be on OD crud. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, obviously during the game he's killing bare people, but the kind of crud that we're talking that she has to go on to kill Abby. And one of the other things I was thinking about was like, bruv, when you play as Ellie in The Last of Us 1, or when that character's around, bruv, she's not some psycho murderer. Like, she's not on job like that, bruv. She just does what she has to do to survive. And that's what they're doing in Jackson. You got to bear in mind, they go to Jackson, they've been there chilling for 4 years. Do you know what I'm saying? And I tried my hardest to stay away from like people's ideas and theories and what they ever thought about the game until we sat down and reviewed it ourselves. But one thing I heard was like, oh, Joe was really dumb for telling these people his actual name at the time. And I'm like, bro,
No.
you've been Joe, you've been living a life of crud. Then you find Jackson. And for the next 4 years, you are chilling. No dramas, no qualms, no nothing. Do you still think I need to go by my street name anymore? There's no... You don't.
Exactly.
You don't, bro.
People
Because
change and evolve,
your danger, the only danger to you in your mind for the past 4 years has been the affected going on patrol and making sure this community's safe. That's what would happen, bruv. You go out, you don't even think you're in danger. You meet this girl, do you know what I'm saying?
She don't straight come to you with a gun to your face.
Exactly, bruv.
She's in danger. So all you think, first thing you think is, we gotta get out of here.
Get me? And you're finding a settlement of people, and you're like, in his mind, the first thing in his mind would probably be like, oh, let's get you back to Jackson. Like, he's evolved as a character, bruv. He's a different man now. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what plays a part in it. So that argument to me is so basic, bruv.
Yeah. You didn't need to story, but I must go there now.
My question to the people who say that is, do you walk around telling people a fake name because someone might be out looking for you? No. So what are you talking? So, but you expect Joel to be doing it after 4 years of peace? Are you an idiot?
No, that's what I heard that same argument as well. I was like you say, man has now come into a lifestyle, and he got what he wanted at the end of the day. Like,
he won.
Yeah.
Joel's mission was completed.
Thank you.
Completed.
That is the word.
Completed.
Like, from you see him in number 1, yeah, his daughter died. And then throughout the process in number 1, yeah, man is blatantly saying, like, we are survivors. First track, Trish was like, we're bad people. She knows what they are, but Joel's always in denial about who they are. So he just, no, I'm a survivor. I'll do anything I can to be out here to survive. And it's a bit of both. But when throughout the game, you can always tell man is always being selfish.
Yep.
First he's like, I don't care about where Ellie's gonna go with the Fireflies. Let's be out. Okay, then he's gone to Tommy. Okay, I don't care about what happens. My own brother? Can you get her to the Fireflies? I need to be out. And then he's at the hospital, finds out they're about to kill her, and he kills the whole Fireflies. Like, man is on. Like, that's what I mean. Like, Joel is flawed within himself, but at the same time, we understand why Joel is doing it. Yeah. So when he now comes to Jackson and settles down, what makes you think man's still on that mission to kill people when they don't look like hunters, when they don't look like infected? Like, it don't make any sense. So when he's using Jackson, I think even at the end of the game, man was like, I come across a trader. Man's trading with people right here. You really think he would still be the same guy? Like, if you saw someone like that, he would shoot them on site.
Bro, he's not still on the Han Solo
That's
thing,
it.
fam. He's not.
He's calmed down. Him and Ellie had a little bit of a falling out. And that's affecting. Like, he's let her in. Bro, the whole game,
Jesus.
Man is a stone cold killer. And now he's let someone like...
He's got a teenage daughter and he's being a dad.
Thank you.
Boom. Like,
You
bro.
think that won't change your brother?
Some of these people don't. But I'm just, fam, you have dissected the thing madly.
It's the only way to think
Bro.
about it, because when everyone was saying he just met some person, how can you trust him? One, if that was Abby, if she really wanted to be on job, she would have shot him there and then. She would have tried a thing, if Joel was turned his back or something, and then maybe Tommy would have, but
Yeah.
she knew, I can't take both of these guys at the same time. So even in the whole situation, she goes, like, oh, we're not too far from here, and they're thinking there's infected right here. We can't go all the way back to Jackson because it's too far.
This
We
place-
go back to your place.
To my point about the infected always trumping everything, fam. Like, it's mad, bruv. Like, when it's us against infected, we have to be allies.
Yes.
We have to be allies, bruv, because they will win. So, bruv, it all plays a part, bruv, and it's mad, fam.
That's
It's
why,
mad,
like,
bruv.
the whole room, the whole room thing just got me, fam. When, like, they started settling down, the music started settling in, I was like, yeah, this is about to go down. And I was like, Joel's going to survive. Joel's going to be all right. Shot man's leg, I was like, he's going to get a prosthetic leg. He's cool, but...
Do you know what that is there? That is 20-something years of video game programming right there, fam. When Joel goes down and you're like, raw, that's peak, but we're going to get out of this. Oh, what? Golf club. Oh, that's peak. I wonder how we're going to survive. That there, bruv. That's and this is why it's like, bruv. And I said it all through my playthrough. I'm not Team Ellie or Team Abby. I was Team Joel. I was Team Joel because, bruv, I played the game as Joel, bruv. Like, he was my guy, bruv. But when they finished, man, like, you've got to understand. I know what I signed up for playing The Last of Us 1. And I know what I signed up for playing The Last of Us 2, bruv. In this world, everyone can go. Like, in the next game, if Ellie's getting eaten by a clicker in the first scene, I'll be like, hey, bro, she killed 1 million of them. One was gonna get her. Do you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
bro?
exactly.
That's the world they live in, bro. Like, so you've just got to accept that, bro. And I respect Naughty Dog for doing it in a game, bro. For saying, like, listen, our characters aren't invincible. Do you know what I'm saying? They can't live forever. They won't live forever. And this is it. And not just, oh, man's gonna die. Like, he's gonna get finished, bruv, in a way that, like, it's it's gonna hurt you. You're gonna feel it and you're gonna remember it, bruv. And it's like, bruv, I hate it, but I love it at the same time, bruv. Like, it's bruv, it's probably the greatest piece of storytelling I've seen in a video game ever, bruv.
Ever,
Like,
yeah.
Ever, bruv. Like, there's no other video game that's made me feel as emotional as this game has, and taking me to so many different places has, done things to the characters, bruv. And it's like, the only thing I wish is that more games, I'm not saying all games just go and kill your main character. I'm just saying I wish more games took more chances like this. I wish more movies took more chances like this. I wish that media as a whole stopped playing it so safe. Like, and just write the story you want to write. Get me? Bruv, not every day there's happy endings, bruv.
Yeah.
And it's like, in this game, is there a happy ending?
No. That's what everyone's pissed about. Why?
Bruv, like, what did you expect?
Exactly. It's
What
The
did
Last
you
of Us,
expect?
fam. Like, people are coming through the game saying, what did I play this game for? A hollow story about revenge. If you only think about it's just revenge, you're missing the whole point of the game. Like,
You might be missing the point of your own life.
I was about to say, because, like, these are just people. And so are you. Like, if you remove yourself, if you're just a viewer of the game here, and you see these events happening, and you don't know any of these people, you're just thinking, this is just another episode of EastEnders, fam.
Bang. Bang, bro.
And it's up to you who you want to judge.
You're only angry that Joel died because he was on our team.
Yeah.
But when we was Joel, deading up man for the whole 25 hours of the first game, you didn't one time think, well, what if his son is behind that corner looking at my face and knows he's coming back for me in 10
There you
years?
go.
Bruv, that's life, bro.
That's what I say. So you like the stories where the man who killed your dad, you go after him and you win. But then when it's subverted on you, where you're the killer, and now you play the person that's going after the person you killed. Okay, yeah, you want to feel some type of way, but you're telling me that never ever happens. That's a kind of mad. And even then, like, I hate to say it, but I like the way Joel went out, because if he went out like he was holding back the clickers, Ellie go got them, and he dies like that, all getting that's dead.
Man can't die like a hero.
Yeah,
Because
he's not.
he's not a hero, fam. Joel's not a hero, fam.
No, no one else. No one else is a hero. No one's a hero. No one's a villain.
And do you know what's crazy about that? Ellie in the game is upset that Joel took away her opportunity to be a hero.
Exactly.
Okay. Fam, are you mad?
And even then, that wasn't guaranteed.
Bro, this is the thing I'm talking about, bro. This universe is just a universe, bro. There's no good guys, but we ain't playing cops and robbers here,
That's
fam.
it.
We're just watching stories, bro. We're just watching stories and we're playing a piece of them, man. But that's mad. Have you got another thing?
Basically that leads on. We went into the story,
bro.
And that was it because, like, I think some people just had expectations. Like, yeah, I played the first game with Joel and Ellie. I want the second game to be Joel. Like,
bro, people listen. For them man, there, you man are gonna be butthurt regardless of what happened. Joel could have survived and Ellie could have survived, and you would have been like, well, bruv, just shut up, man. I ain't got time for that, bruv. The game is amazing. Do you get what I'm saying? The game is amazing. For me, I would say it is a must-play game, bruv. Like, if you own a PlayStation, if you own an Xbox, my condolences, buy a PlayStation and get The Last of Us 2. You need to play it, bruv. And more so, it's like, you can play this game without playing the first game.
yeah, because it kind of.
But if you can get the first game, play the first game and play the second game, bruv. It's one of the best narratives, I'm going to say, across 2 games I've ever experienced, ever, bruv. Ever. Do you know what I'm saying? I do think the game does have some issues, bruv.
Yeah,
some
definitely.
of the pacing, the skill tree, bruv. Small gameplay mechanics, but all of that stuff is trumped by how good the narrative is, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Bruv, loved it, bruv.
Now, I love the game as well. Like, I just love that this is just a story of people. Like I said, like, I just love and hate characters. No one is perfect. No one's a hero. No one's a villain. Like, the person we played through in the first game, Ellie, she now has flaws. She's just like a person on a mission. And even a mission,
It's mad.
it's up to you where you want to feel it's complete or not. Obviously, she doesn't kill Abby in the end. But even Abby, like, her mission, like, she went through some madness at the same time. And you're, like, even if she killed Joel, I still fall for her, you know.
Bruv,
It's
it hurts.
super mad.
But it hurts to bruv, what you're saying hurts, bruv. Because it's like, you care about Abby, but you know what she did. Bruv, I don't even want to think about it. I was thinking about it. Makes me sick, bruv. It's
That's
tough,
why,
bruv.
like, you can't be human if you feel zero emotions through any of these scenes. Like, the ending where, what do we call it, Abby and Ellie and Joel finally come to a resolution. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's mad.
The scene of Joel's death. That is bare. Like, I was just thinking of that. Is there any scenes? I'm like, yeah, there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot. And it's always hitting home. Like, yeah, they just did a sick job with the story, the characters, and even kind of showing, like, strong women without, like, doing too much about, oh yeah, I'm a strong. They did it once. I'm like, you did it throughout the whole game. You just had to put in that one sentence. I hated it.
I don't know what sentence she's talking about when.
So obviously we played as Joel, Ellie, and Abby throughout the whole game. Never mention them, their gender, whatever have you. But then when it comes to the dance scene with the ride or die chick, Dina, yeah, she rides on Jesse, but she dies for what we'll call it. She dies for Ellie. Shout out to Mother Zakia, she knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So,
right now.
yeah, so in that whole dance scene, yeah, she goes, oh, there's so many men here looking at you. Yeah. And she goes, oh, but you're the strongest person. I'm like, oh, you almost went through the whole game.
That's Dina, though, isn't it? Dina's a finesse god, though.
But then you just had to just mention that thing. I was like, almost.
Bro, I didn't even pick up on that, bro.
I did. They did it bare, like when they do that kind of stuff, it just frustrates me because even in this game, yeah, like I feel like it feels like they just wrote a character and be like, boom, let's make it a female. And that's what I feel like most. Like, I feel like you could have like just most characters. You know when they like, I just write a strong female, but they gotta just embellish how strong a female is.
Yeah. And that's what makes the female character weaker by saying, oh, how much stronger the men she is.
Yeah.
Now I hear what you're saying.
So with this game, they didn't really do that until the end, but yeah, it's like it was just anything anyway. But end of the day, I feel I love the game. That it's just super sick. And
yeah, man, just even to wrap that stuff up as well, I feel like what's also great is that they fooled us with their marketing, bruv. They made it look like Dina was gonna die in all of the trailers, and it wasn't Dina, it was Joel. And the reason I love that is because, bruv, like, yeah, I want to be misled in trailers if in a game you're gonna execute something that's way better than that. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like people getting upset about them misleading the trailers. I bet you them people weren't the same ones who were upset when Hulk was in the end of the Avengers trailer and he's not actually there in the movie, bruv. Like, so, bruv, like I said, people are gonna get butthurt about whatever they do, but are you good? Are you wrapped on that, bruv?
I think I'll get everything out.
Man, like, yeah. I feel like I've got anyway. Listen, jump on the super chats now. So let's have this big Last of Us 2 discussion now. Like, I just want all of it. Like, after today, it's not like I'm not gonna talk about the game, but I want everything to be done. Like, yeah, it's all out there in the open, innit? So if you've got thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the thing, jump in. Let us know now. I'm going over to the super chats right now. Let me go. Boom. Okay, so our first one. Shout out to Noob. Noob's back.
Jeez.
And he says, Abby, and he's got with the sign of Ellie, question mark. So he's saying, do you like Abby more than Ellie?
No.
Who do you like more?
I still like Ellie. Like, she's still the first.
You like Ellie more than Abby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, obviously we just got introduced to Abby in this game, and I feel like she's a reincarnation of Joel. Like, she's strong, she's got a mission, she feels like if there is guilt, she feels like, I feel like I need to go on this mission to be absolved of that. They do try and feel like, you know, Abby's not a bad guy for what she does. She's not this, that, and whatever. But with Ellie, you feel like you know her through the first game. Like, you know what she's been through, you know, that kind of stuff. So when I'm going through those kind of trials with Ellie, I still feel like, yeah, Ellie's still that girl. Like, she's not the biggest, but she'll still do the baddest stuff for the people she loves. And unfortunately, yeah, she chose Joel over a new life with Dana, but Joel saved her life in the end, and she chose to forgive Joel. So she felt like to do a thing for Joel is to get revenge. But then she found out that's not the thing to do. That's not what she would do, and that's not what Joel would want. Yeah. So for that, Ellie still for me has the best story too.
For me, I feel like I'm team neither. To be honest, like, I really enjoyed playing as Abby, even though, like, I hated her character while doing it, like, but I feel like I need both of them. Like, I don't feel like I can have Abby without Ellie, and I don't think I can have Ellie. Like, Ellie is the reason Abby's Abby, because Ellie survived. That then changed the course of Abby's whole life. Like, the day Abby walked into that room, Dad was dead, Ellie was gone, that made Abby, bruv. The Abby we see in the game. And it's like, I like that Abby, but I understand that she's not her without Ellie. And then, I like where Ellie is now, but she wouldn't be there without Abby killing Joel. Like, they are, to me, I see them as the same person, but their characters are so linked and intertwined, bruv, that I just need both of them. Bruv, like, the next game is going to be a madness, bruv. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, Abby actually got to the Fireflies. And if the Fireflies are still on making a cure, Ellie's still out there. And then Isaac, he ain't dead.
Yeah, don't kill that brother.
So now, you got the infected, Isaac's coming back, Seraphites still want to get Lev. Abby and Lev could want to be like, well, we know where the cure's at. But, like, who knows, innit? So there's that. But Noob's got a second part to his question. What do you want factions to be? Or I feel like he's asking, what faction would you be in? Do you know what I'm saying? If you had to pick one of the factions to be, which one would you be?
Ooh, I'd just be in Jackson, fam.
You'd be in Jackson chilling?
Yeah, like, Jackson is just like...
Chill.
It's like Earth again. But it's its own little kind of community. I'm not trying to be in some military WLF thing. I'm not trying to be in some new religion where they've butchered the woman's teachings. That's all mad. So just live within a community where they got morals. Boom.
I feel like I'm WLFing, bruv.
Is it? Oh my God.
I mean, bruv, it was militant, but fam, they had way more resources. They were living so much better than everyone was in Jackson, bruv. Like, obviously, they're out there doing military runs, and I don't want to, like, I feel like you might look at them and be like, oh, they're all on crud, bruv, but they weren't.
No, they just taking care of territory.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? They was just looking after their ends, bro. Their whole beef with the Scars is a bit mad, but I don't know. In fact, maybe working for Isaac would be dead, innit? Isaac's a madman, bro.
Yeah, I love
Isaac's a madman. So I don't know. I say WLF, but maybe I probably wouldn't have made it, bro. I probably would have been out on roads with the two man them like, yo, we can survive on our own.
Oh my God.
Getting eaten by some clickers or something. Bro, the two man them, you and Raven, so bro, we all would have been gone. I think we were all chilling in Jackson.
I'm going Jackson, fam.
Alright, bro. They're doing cosplay over there, so it's mad.
Sounds good.
Alright, look, shout out to Cherry Bomb who comes in with a super chat. She says, firstly, Cherry Bomb, we love you. That's not to say we don't love everyone who super chatted, but Cherry Bomb, we love you as well. Get me? I agree. The order of the storyline should have been staggered, so I wouldn't have been emotionally confused with Abby's character. LOL, hashtag TCN fam.
Jeez.
Get me? No, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I feel like it puts you in that... It's weird because obviously we've played the game that way. It's easy to say, oh, I wish they staggered it like I want, but at the same time, I'm like, if they did stagger it, maybe they did stagger it and had a playthrough and was like, it doesn't hit as emotionally as this playthrough. So that's one of the questions I'd love to ask them. Do you know what I'm saying? But for me, personally, I feel like staggered would be better. Shout out to man like Hashim. What's good, bro? Back with another super chat. He says, great writing like Game of Thrones Season 1 Ned Stark situation. Now, bro, I can run this thing back to when I was watching Game of Thrones Season 1 and Ned Stark's head's on the block and I'm like, rah, how's man gonna get out of this? Even when his head came off and rolled, I was still like, bruv, how are they bringing him back in Season 2? Do you know what I'm saying? Bruv, that's 25 years. 20, that's years of conditioning, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what I'm saying, like, bruv, Naughty Dog, bruv, this game, like, bruv, thank you. Let me get the pepper, bruv. Like, the thing about it is, this is like the Man of Steel situation. Like, everyone, like, there's people who are like, oh, this is amazing. It's very divisive, yeah? 10 years from now, Last of Us 2 is going to be the game. They'll be like, that game there changed the course of all narrative-based gaming. I'm just telling you this here. So 10 years now, when we got 10 million subscribers, you man gonna be like, oh, bruv, you know 2020 it was COVID and that. Joe said that. I don't know he said that. Wait, I'm gonna go find that clip. Bruv, I did that for you. Get me? So Hashim, appreciate the thing. Tier 3's back. Tier 3B's back. What's good, B? He said, never having played it, hearing your review of it, I'm confused. Why is the fan base so divided? People who think it's amazing and people who think it's trash. I feel like, for me personally, the people who think it's trash are just so upset about a main character dying.
And the way they died.
And the way they died, that they can't get past that emotionally. Like, even, I don't want to... Maybe it's some emotional immaturity in them. Like, bro, like, it gets... Bro, the game gets deep. The game gets deep, and it's... And when I say emotional immaturity, I mean it's the fact that something terrible happened in your life, yeah? Bro, you can dwell on that moment. Because I hear Bear Man saying, oh, as soon as he died, I turned off the game. And that's fine. If that's your reaction, that's fine. The game that won. The Last of Us won. The Last of Us won, if that's what happened, bro. Because you played the game, you played an hour and a half, you turned it off, you never, because of something they did on purpose. Not because the game was bad, but they made you feel something so deep, you couldn't take it. Bruv, you quit. Imagine, you got game over, bruv.
You got game over.
That's what happened. They game overed you. Your character died and you said, hey, I'm done. Game over.
Permanent death.
Yeah, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? It takes a high level of emotional maturity to watch someone you love and care about and have loved for almost a decade get trashed and then keep going, bruv.
For me, it's like there's more. Like there's a reason why they've done this. There's more to the story. Let me see at the end, and then let me make a decision. I'm happy I saw the end because I'm like, I never feel like they done Joel dirty. Like the whole scene in itself is meant to pull something from you. If it, like I said, if it doesn't, you're not human. You're not human, but
listen. Got another super chat. Listen, shout out to man like Tony Stark himself. Oi, I man appreciate you taking time out your busy schedule and that. You get me? Get me? I don't know what universe you're from because the one I know you're dead. But yeah, cool. But yeah, Tony Stark says game was mad. I loved it. Can't wait for the Last of Us series from HBO. When I first heard the whistling, reminded me of Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy. That's mad. That's mad. How do you feel about the HBO series? I'm super icy for it, bruv. I don't want it, bruv. And the thing is, I hear that they're casting characters like Joel and Ellie, and that's like the only thing I was thinking about was if Joel and Ellie are in a game, it's gonna have to be the 4 years in between, and I don't want that because I know where that ends.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
What about before?
Before? Yeah. No, because I played that.
No, like before the first game.
You can't have Joel and Ellie before the first game because they don't know each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, but so what are you going to do separate and it leads into the beginning of the first game? That's dead because I still know what that is. Like, I don't need Joel and Ellie, period. I've seen what I need to see of Joel from his beginning where we need to see it to his end. I feel like, for me, and this is what makes The Last of Us sick, and Abby's inclusion in this game sets the precedent for your HBO TV series to have brand new characters, bruv. Take 2 characters from The Last of Us that are in the game, but are minimal roles. Someone someone from their camp in the beginning of The Last of Us, and do the story of them, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And build the world, make the world larger, bruv. Don't Star Wars it, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? That make the universe bigger, fam. I feel like that's the direction of And the thing is, I trust HBO, bruv. Because you know what I'm saying? They do the Watchmen, they do banging stuff. So even if they do, I'm gonna watch it and it will probably be good. But at the same time, I would say just make the universe bigger, bruv. Set us up for something else, bruv.
Yeah, because like they've done these stories, and like for me, like games, I feel like sometimes they're better than movies.
No, bruv. If the game's done right, it's better than the movie.
There you go.
It is, bruv.
And both these games, I can't see how they're gonna top it. One, if they're gonna retell the story, or 2, tell a retelling of the story. Because one, we won't need it, or 2, the story's already been told in a very good fashion. So, and even then, like, I don't even know what kind of story they can now spin off for new characters. Because we've seen a journey from A to B about a girl who has to kill for humanity and it doesn't work out. We've seen a revenge story or a story of people who are involved in a revenge story and what happens to them. So it's like, what else can you do in this world?
I mean, I feel like that you could do better stuff, bro. I feel like they could. I mean,
that's why that's why I don't want to say, because some people will be like, I wanted Last of Us 2 to be like this, and since that's not their idea, they were like, oh, this is crap because this is not what I wanted. I wanted the cure for humanity to come after Ellie and there be a superpower and blah blah blah. I'm like, well, that's not it. So don't be angry about that. And the same thing with this HBO show. I want to see what they come out with, and then I'll make a decision. But
yeah, I mean,
I'd rather it not happen.
Oh, you rather the show doesn't happen at all?
Yeah, because like I said, the games are super sick.
No, I understand. I hear the games are super sick. I just don't want a retelling of the games. Yeah. I would just rather some other story. Because if they do some other story and it's good, you can be like, oh, look, that's another story and it's good. But if they do another story and it's bad, you can just be like, yeah.
I got the game.
Yeah, I played the game. That's the best Last of Us iteration we got. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's interesting to see. It's going to be fun, bruv. And we will find out, bruv. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Been a mad one still.
That brings us to the end of today's show, fam. I love free DLC, you know, it's amazing, bro. It's amazing. I'm not gonna say
this guy just don't. Let the week start.
Okay.
Which is a couple of hours.
Okay.
And then we could see how we go from there.
Alright, cool. Sam's talked me down.
But guys, thank you for tuning in. It's been good. It's been great. Thanks for the super chats, YouTube members, Patreon gang, everything there. Just if you haven't already, go to patreon.com/cybernerds. See your rewards and be a part of the Patreon family. We love everybody. Thank you very Raven on the buttons things there. Thank you very much, Joe. I ain't gonna thank myself because Heaven G. How can I forget about the Oracle, moderator of the house? Appreciate you for sure. And we'll see you guys on the next free DLC, our PlayStation podcast. Probably very, very soon, depending on the way Joe keeps talking about this week. That's going to happen. But we'll see. I'm sorry, Mr. Blitztech.
Joe, one further to Cybernerds.
And we'll see you on the next podcast.